Hello, hello. I'm just goofing off and drawing today. My body kind of fucking hurts. I slept wrong. More so anything, my shoulders are like absolute murder today. I probably shouldn't even be streaming or drawing because I tend to lean over and like I can feel it when I do. But I'm very bad at streaming recently for some godforsaken reason. So I figured I'll just do it anyway. Anyway, let's just hop into another dang podcast.
Today we brought our favorite little set of liars on the podcast today.
Thanks for introducing us as that.
We're
Great.
so excited to have the little rascals, the little rats of the internet here today.
Just the worst. We dredged them up.
Talking about Charlie like that?
tar pits.
Charlie, you got anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all tarred up and ready to go here. Pretty much.
man. He's
Straight out of the
covered
sewer.
in tar.
And we've got Super Mega on the show as well.
Yay.
Great. Awesome guys. Awesome guys. Love them. Love them.
Thanks, guys. Thanks
Sorry
for
that
having
my
us.
sewer stench is sort of wafting over to you right now.
Wafting?
It's okay. Hey, it's nothing new to us. Our office smells like that. There's an open manhole inside the office.
Yeah.
That
One of the
Inside
funniest-
office?
we had it installed actually.
Does anything come out once it goes in?
A lot of odors and sometimes some noxious gas.
That's good.
On
Yeah.
our podcast, we sort of each have our own special role, and one of Charlie's specific roles
Is
that he
the
likes
stinker?
to play. Well, you're the manhole investigator. You see a manhole, you gotta see what's going on in there.
I hear you got a little bit of a Super Mega hole going
We got
on there.
we got a bit of a manhole at
Yeah?
the Super
Yeah?
Megaplex. So if you ever want to come by and check it out.
I'm a man. That's a hole.
Yeah,
Let's,
yeah.
I
maybe
mean,
just
it's
works.
just.
put a couple things together.
Have you ever seen that one thing?
Yeah.
With the guy. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
turtle.
I love
I
that
have
He's a
one.
turtle, and he's orange sometimes. Just parts of him are orange.
What?
Michelangelo from
yeah.
Teenage
Yeah, I was like, what?
You lost me
He's-
right
What
at the
kind of-
very
what kind of
end.
turtle
He's
So-
cool but rude. I
He's
hear.
no, that's Raphael. You dumb fuck.
Raphael's cool but rude.
I don't know. I don't know who's
Michelangelo?
who.
I don't know either.
Michelangelo's cringe.
Michelangelo is a party dude.
Oh.
Were you into Power Rangers too? It was just a question. Sorry. I'm just giving a look.
You're so funny. I'm sorry.
I'm not liking
so
this energy, Ted.
I'm so sorry.
I don't like when you talk to my friend like this.
I'm coming in aggressive at Ryan, and this is the first time I've met him.
Ryan
The
just
only
looks,
I
he
don't
just looks
understand.
scared, man.
the only
He just
other
looks
time we've
afraid.
interacted is when I was on FaceTime with Matt, and you asked me to do a troll face for you, and I did it. And
well, it's
because
because you kind of look like the troll face. Like,
Thank you.
That's perfect.
That is good.
That's a good troll face.
That's
not
good
in like
troll
not
face.
like in a mean way.
Oh no, I embrace my trolliness.
You should. I mean, you're a handsome man, Ted. I don't want to inflate the ego too much, but I wish I looked like you.
Have you guys ever trolled?
Seriously, you're handsome.
We've done our fair bit of
a
trolling.
little bit of trolling,
Is
yeah.
that true? Is that true?
We've done some trolling.
Give me an example of maybe a little trolling you did.
We rickrolled all of our fans once, because they were
Ooh.
really excited for this movie review series that we teased for years, and then we finally released the first episode, and it was just never gonna give you up.
Way.
Oh my God, that's
No
awesome.
way.
Pretty classic stuff,
That's crazy. Why'd you do that?
Can we get the face?
because it was epic.
These are the
was it kind
fans?
of like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much one of those moments.
These are the people that care about you the most, and here you are, pulling just a disgusting action.
You only pull the greatest goofs on your greatest friends, right? So
The
They're not-
greatest goose.
Goofs.
Oh, I kind of.
you only pull the greatest goose on your greatest friends.
I hear you guys know
The
where the
classic
greatest
saying.
goose is. Give it up.
Tell us about the greatest goose.
So actually, it's no longer with us. Unfortunately, we lost it, but
Oh.
we did have it for a couple months at the office.
Did have an enlarged
Oh.
heart, so it dies faster.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't. I don't know if it's dead. It's just gone because we left the front door open,
And the goose got out.
It got out, which was actually really upsetting because it had some kind of disease that we were used to it because when we got it, we got really sick,
It's like
but we got over it.
It's like when we came to America, and all the natives here did not understand what like the common cold was.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't
so
get it,
we
dude.
brought it. Yeah.
Oh, they got it.
Well, didn't they bring malaria blankets?
we brought.
Wasn't
yeah.
the malaria
so
blankets
what,
a big
so what
part
we
of it?
did, Ted?
I don't think it was the common cold. I
We-
think it was
I don't know if you
malaria.
understand
I think it was like smallpox and shit.
So what?
Yes.
So what? Grandpa did Was he brought the
Grandpa?
What were Grandpa's accomplishments?
He had this great idea. He said, "I'm gonna cough into a blanket," and then we just are like, "Hey, are you cold?"
And then are you asking? Yeah, I'm a big. No.
I think he's trying to
His
rewrite
grandpa
the
gave
history
malaria
of
to a bunch
colds.
of natives, essentially.
Yeah.
I thought a malaria blanket was to protect you from malaria.
That would
Really?
make more sense with the
I
name,
thought that it was
as
like to
opposed
keep the
giving
mosquitoes
you,
away.
Giving you malaria when you put
I
on the
figured it was just a blanket with malaria in it.
That's what I was under the impression of too. I thought it was like they were like, here's some blankets,
that
Native
give you
Americans,
malaria.
and they got malaria on them.
Well, I don't
like-
know. Was it intentional? Do you
I
think
don't
it was
think it was-
intentional?
I
I think it was like
quite
we were just
intentional.
trying to be nice, right? We were just trying to be nice.
I think part of it.
Well, they stole the land from us.
Maybe it was trying to. Maybe
it was ours.
Maybe it was trying to be nice at first, but then once they figured out that they then had
We were putting malaria in their
vacant
blankets.
land every time they gave those blankets, maybe they kind of were like,
Actually, it's a great.
I'm
if
sniffing
you,
my mustache.
If you want to buy some property somewhere and someone won't move out, that's actually a great. You could still do that today.
Give him a malaria.
It's actually how COVID started. Unfortunately, someone was just trying to get a house and a little out of hand.
What does that say
Wow.
about real estate?
It says it's a bad industry, man. There's a lot of bad people in it.
A lot of like exploitation of like power imbalances. Like, what are you gonna do when the landlord says, "Okay, now it's more expensive"? What are you gonna do?
You're gonna say, "Hey, you look cold."
Hey, you look cold. Take this blanket.
If your landlord dies legally, you get the house. If you're a renter,
That's not
That's
true.
true, 100%.
That's not true.
Yes, it
in
is.
LA County, it's true.
in LA
Yeah.
County,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. So if your landlord dies, you actually get the property. Like it goes over to the tenant.
Why wouldn't it just go to their estate?
Their
and
estate.
that's why I live in LA.
Yeah.
And that's why he said our favorite little liars.
We just lied to y'all.
Couldn't even tell.
We got trolled. Are you serious? Dude, dang.
Y'all believe that?
Oh my God,
Jeez.
Scott! Can you
Whoa.
add one lie to the Super Nega lie counter right there? Thank you, Scott.
Sorry, he's
wow.
putting water
You
I
guys
got a little
lied to
liquid
us.
on myself.
Wow.
Oh my God,
So-
you got us.
You do
so
that like
good.
it's second nature. You guys would get along.
Wow.
Oh,
as-
well, that's what friends do. I spill a little water on
Manipulate.
myself. He's gonna that's how is that manipulative? He's helping.
Oh, I'm talking about, the lies. I'm talking
Oh.
about the lying.
Well,
blatant lying to their face.
Yeah.
well, we are really good at
Continuously.
manipulation, and we work great as a team manipulating people. But the water was also that's because we're best friends.
Would
and
you say that Super Mega itself is sort of just one big manipulation?
It's a CIA.
That's how we
psyop.
made it this far. Just being the fleas on the back of several big YouTubers along the way.
Do you have anything you want to manipulate our audience into doing right now?
Subscribe to Super Mega,
Yeah,
and then yeah, that should work.
maybe we'll
Okay.
hit 1 million subscribers in a couple years.
So let's
Nice.
start. You were the fleas on the back of who to begin with?
Mark,
The big M.
Markiplier.
Markiplier.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
Mark
one
the
thing
Flyer.
that you remember from your time at Markiplier?
The beatings.
There were regular lashings, also the size of his penis.
Real talk. He did set a giant siren alarm in the house, and he would have it go off at like 7 a.m.
6 or 7.
He did?
He got the loudest alarm clock he could find online to
and put it out in the hallway.
put it like right. It was directly like right outside our doors, and at like 6 or 7, it would just and like.
And that's how we knew it was time to go rock climbing, and then afterwards go to Denny's.
And then
that
edit
was our
Let's
morning
Plays.
for a long time. Is
You guys
wake
went
up,
rock climbing?
Denny's.
Denny's.
Yeah.
And then we'd come
Wow.
back and edit some.
I feel like they're
Markiplier
manipulating.
videos.
No, this is actually
This
true.
is
So
and there's
Markiplier
No,
had a
I've heard
huge
the
ass
thing about
alarm
the siren
clock?
before, so
Yes.
like this, I know the siren thing is true.
yeah, and well, my favorite thing is there's a picture online of you and him in a Denny's, and he's like, "Will you take a picture of me?" And he's flexing. In the background, there's a mirror, and real just small. You can see Ryan just like, just a dead face. But it's so funny.
So you guys were in the same house editing?
Mm-hmm. When we first moved out here, when I moved out here, I
I was
stayed
living with
with
my
you
friend Daniel at the time, and then we moved
into a house with Mark.
Yeah.
And it had like a pool and a nice view.
It was a wonderful place. Oh, the view was spectacular.
Oh wow.
See a lot of airplanes at any given moment. Which was
Were you on the top of a mountain?
yeah,
Kind
pretty
of. It was in
much.
Silver Lake.
It was like real high up in the hills, and you could just see all of LA.
That's really
It
cool.
actually was like an incredible fucking view. And then
I remember saying it can't get like better than this, and then it got worse.
yeah,
And then the beating
the
started.
beating.
Yeah.
Well, it's when he got the cat of nine.
He
tails.
was in the doorway. He heard you. Yeah.
The cat of nine tails because what do? You put glue on it and break up little piece of glass and put it on the. Yeah, no, it hurt. The scars are still there.
What the fuck? Where would the glue go? Wait.
Oh, on the cat of nine tails. You know, it's a whip with 9 things. And
Tails.
he'd put glue on the ends and then put little bits of broken glass.
You know,
yeah.
back in Jesus' times, they would put broken like shells on it, so it would hook into people's skin. And when
It's a good tactic.
yeah.
Is that what he said when he did it?
Well, it's when we didn't
Back
edit
in
well.
Jesus' time.
It's when we fucked up an edit. He would definitely use that.
Every cut you miss is a cut you get. That's what he said.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Damn.
It's a zinger right there.
And then, how did you escape?
In the middle of the night. We were like, what if we?
We thought we could make it out on our own with our own channel, and then
It's a much bigger story. That's like a lot more in depth. But the short version is we were like, what if we make our own channel, just the 2 of us? And
we realized we couldn't survive out in LA
because we were making like $11.
Because lo and behold, LA is apparently pretty expensive to live in.
Yeah.
Unless the landlord passes.
Yes.
Right.
Unfortunately.
I wish that was real. So
Wouldn't that be
badly.
awesome?
That would be incredible.
My last landlord was like a 90-year-old man.
Going on?
No, it would be like the amount of like literal like poisonings and like shit like that would skyrocket.
Or
it would
landlords like putting rat poison in the lawns of like the renters to make sure that they switch out every few years.
Yeah, it would literally just be kill or be killed.
Yeah,
Dog
man. That dog eat dog world.
or doggy dog world.
Dog.
I always thought it was doggy dog world for the longest time.
What does that even look at doggy dog?
I don't know. I just thought that it was a saying. There's a lot of sayings
Like
I don't
this
understand.
is the world of doggy
possibly
dogs.
mean?
Welcome.
It's a doggy dog world.
You know what they say? Fishy fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Cross my ocean.
And then we did that, and then Game Grumps was like, hey, you guys want to edit some Game Grumps Let's Plays? And we were like, sure. And then they, because their editor just departed, so then
I was like,
Oh, so you guys both?
He was dearly departed.
he unfortunately passed.
Mark
Is that
Blyden?
true?
No, not Mark, the old Game Grumps editor, Kevin.
Game Grumps ever kind of died?
yeah.
This is the first time that Borif has been.
Why are you so
Well, it's a
comfortable
sensitive
just
subject.
lying?
Well, he didn't like Kevin, so he's like,
This is this
He
is
was fine with it, because he passed away. Right?
Kevin,
okay. So the truth is being told right
so
now.
Kevin passed away.
from his job position, and then
Oh,
we took over, and then we
oh,
edited
right.
for a few years, and then we
Right.
were like, why don't we do Super Mega full time?
and then this time it actually worked out.
yeah,
So how did you not die
win what
from
what-
working at Game Grumps?
Well, there were several close calls.
Yeah.
Aaron had this thing where
He had a 10-tail whip.
well, luckily I only got that twice, but you got it 3 times, unfortunately.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
I won-
Jeez. Were
the third time
shells,
was bad.
Seashells?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, he knew how big of a Christian I was back in the day, so he thought it would be like a fun little reference. to
Like
throw in.
exploited
Yeah, he'd say,
that.
"Are you grumpy?"
And I went, are those shells on that? He'd go, yep. I'm like, damn. And
That's
they
a
hurt a lot.
historical
Yeah, they-
reference. I understand.
They hurt pretty bad.
It
but
is such a religious office here. Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of religious imagery, but Aaron would do a lot of he would do a lot of like indoor fireworks because he
Really?
thought it'd be a funny
Huh.
prank. So we'd be in there editing, at the end of like a 13-14 hour shift.
Yeah.
And he'd come in there and he'd get one of those like mortar rounds that they use for like the big fireworks.
Yeah, yeah.
And he would just he'd light it outside and then toss it in. And that shit was never fun.
Right.
Broke the computers on several occasions, and we actually had to pay for the equipment.
Right.
makes sense.
That's
That makes
oh man, that's what a toxic work environment here at Super Mega. I will say though,
Game Grumps.
Okay,
I
now,
am
Grumps.
Super Mega has a
Yeah.
great work
Yeah.
environment.
right.
We have
I
Wiener
keep
Wednesday
mixing
where
up
we walk
words.
around the office with our wieners out of our flies.
I will say though, I have
Speaking of
noticed something. I have noticed something similar going on here
That's
at
Friday.
Game Grump. I mean, when I walked up, especially with the religious theme, I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
walked up to the door and I pressed the button to be buzzed in, and through the little speaker on the side, they said, "Say the prayer," and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"What prayer?" And they're like, "Say the prayer to the Game
You know
Grump."
the prayer,
and
right?
and I mean, I tried my best, but then
They didn't tell you ahead of time?
no, I wasn't.
Not
filled
that
in
many
ahead of
people
time
know.
They're on a
with
pamphlet
prayer.
right next to the 2 crucifixions you get on, like right before you get in the office.
Right, you just hop
You
on
get
one. You hop on
crucified
one
before you-
cross.
Well,
You
I
spend
mean, we
15
didn't get
minutes
crucified
there.
because we did a somewhat decent job.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
But
recited it well.
It's mostly like the merchandise people that they have working here that they put up on those.
There's that one girl that
Yeah.
got crucified.
Here's what
for it.
Kevin. I actually heard what Kevin did. He went up to the front door and he nailed 95 pieces of paper to the actual front door. And Aaron came out and actually strangled him on the spot.
Well, I don't blame him because that was really nice mahogany. the door.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
honestly, like if someone did that to my
Yeah.
like it's not like a cheap Home Depot door. It's nice mahogany.
Oh.
It was like it was like lacquered and polished and everything, and it was
Shellacked.
old wood too. Yeah. So it's like if someone did that to my door, I'd probably do the same thing.
If you mess with my mahogany, you'll be mahagon.
Me.
Not.
Yeah, there was something good.
Not
No,
too
you
good.
you had something going on.
What?
It
You
wasn't
didn't say that
bad.
was Too good?
No.
I think it was I like that actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be the first to say it. I thought that was a good zinger.
See, they are liars. That was what they have been doing. So I just.
Oh
wanna
man,
make you
Scott,
aware.
can you put up another super mega
Put another
lie
like
counter on there? Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is like that's all we do. No, I'm not. That's not. Let me
Oh,
rephrase that.
hold on.
We do a lot of like bits where people can't tell if we're being serious or not, and some people are like, are they serious right now with what they're saying? And most of the time, the answer is no.
Yeah.
Really?
But some people believe some really crazy stuff because you actually never underestimate how, no matter how stupid it is, some people out there will believe it.
You know, snails can fossilize themselves. Yeah.
You see, that sounds like a real thing I'd see on like the Uberfax Twitter.
Can they fossilize themselves?
It's a lie.
No, it's true. So what they do, right? Snails, and I know you're asking, what do they
Can
do?
can this podcast be titled after this just the snail cast?
I actually do this every
Okay.
episode.
Is there a bit for
So
snails?
no, it's not a bit. It's just a fact. Is what the snail does is
You will listen.
it creates-
You will
yeah.
listen.
So when the temperature starts to drop, what the snail does is it makes what's called an epiphragm, which is sort of a mucus layer,
I don't think he's
right?
lying.
No,
Epiphragm.
this is
No,
how.
the
No, I said I don't
think
think
I
you're
pulled
lying.
epiphragm out. Yeah,
It sounds like legit.
yeah. So some bigger snails make multiple layers of the epiphragm, and when the air starts to cool or it starts to be a temperature that is not good for the snail, they create this epiphragm, go back in. A snail's lifespan is like anywhere from 2 to 4 years on a lucky snail. And so what happens with the snail that creates this epiphragm and when it's cold is it can survive for up to 4 years
Hold
in
on,
ice or
sorry,
water.
It-
How
hey.
crazy is that? Shalai, what did I just say?
Yeah.
So the epiphragm can last up to 2 to 4
The
years.
epiphragm can last up to 2 to 4 years?
The mucus membrane.
Were you the one cutting up in class in high school? Always having to go detention? Sit
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah. We had something fun.
I believe you,
Well,
by
he's
the way.
not-
I
he's
do.
not-
I do
I was
think
AP
he's-
snails.
Well, he's not done with the snail thing.
AP snails. I got a 5 on the AP snail exam.
It's good. There's only
need-
one question. It's about
We
this.
need more snail.
I got a 2 on my AP statistics exam.
What?
Did you really?
I did.
Wow. That's
I got
crazy.
a 4 on my AP art.
I took AP
portfolio.
physics mechanics C, and I got a 5 on it. That's crazy. You got a 2
Fuck.
on statistics.
Okay, well on
Wow.
AP Lit, I got a 4, and then on my AP Art portfolio, I got a 4, and then AP Stats, I got a 2. And then it's because this teacher, the year before my senior year, she was just an awful teacher. Her name was Barbara, and shout out Barbara, and she actually got fired because she stabbed a pencil into a student's hand, and the police came and escorted her out.
That's a lie.
Because she was like, "Why aren't you getting it?"
Yep.
No, I'm not. That actually is legit. That really happened.
Ryan, put half of one up.
Right hand to God, that really happened. So she left.
Can you
and
put that one down as a
I
potential lie?
That's actually serious. And
Are you like,
I don't know. It's good.
as
entirely
your
be-
friend?
do you want me to message actually the kid on Facebook right now, and maybe later in the podcast he'll
Probably
respond,
paid,
and
probably
I can.
paid actor. Did he said it before?
As your, I just need to hear as your friend. You
I'll
tell the
message him.
truth?
But basically, she was like, I was in CP like algebra, and she's like, I like your like potential. I'm gonna recommend you for AP Stat. And then I fucked it up so bad. And then after I got a 2 on the exam, he messaged me on Facebook, and he was like, "I'm so sorry I failed you as a teacher." And I said, "Yeah, you should be."
God damn it.
No, we're all good.
Thank you for filling that up, man. That's actually such a polite
That is-
thing. In Japan, that's what they do. They fill up someone else's.
Stop.
Hey,
class-
buddy. You're wasting some good energy there.
Yeah, there's actually. Look at that surface.
Oh God. Oh,
Can I get some of
Why
that
is it?
too?
Why is it
You got it.
bubbling? Or
You
is it
got
like
it.
something's coming up from in it?
that's the fuel.
Oh, that's good.
Can you
Yeah.
just drink the rest of that for us, please?
Try and do that.
It's
into-
not bad.
Try and do that into the mic as well.
It's just kind of watered down, but I'm sure that makes you more dehydrated. So the water is a good.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
It's still good. I mean, it's a strong flavor.
Sorry, I was just getting some more water. What
No,
was
it's
going on?
really polite of you. What was it like?
The snail thing's true, right?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Okay, because that sounds
That
good.
was gonna stick
I'm
with
very
him
glad.
until
You're
tonight.
either really
Glad
good at
you came back on
bullshitting or
snail.
like, because
No,
like
I
the
can't-
indochrome or whatever you said, the adrenochrome, like that sounded
Epiphragm.
epiphragm, yeah.
The fucking
Dude, the fucking
adrenochrome. See, you could have
epiphragm.
just pulled adrenochrome out on some fucking bullshit.
Well, we
Deedly
have pulled
gap.
adrenochrome out before.
Have you?
Yeah.
When?
Rimdosine.
When things were really bad.
Well, adrenochrome. Okay, there's times we have used it to, recording a lot of Let's Plays in one day.
Mhm.
Kind of getting tired. It brings the youth back to our the vitality.
Just a little
back.
on the chest.
Yeah.
Put it around the nipples. Yeah.
You guys want to play 2 truths, 1 lie?
Yes.
I feel like you'd be
Sure.
really good at that.
Okay.
I'm actually that game. I have to sit there and think for a really
Yeah, I
long
sit
time. Let's
there
do
for
it. Let's
like-
do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ted, you want to? It looks like you.
Why
wanna
would
go
I want to
first.
start?
Oh
You
shit.
go.
I'll
Huh?
start.
Yeah,
Crazy
beautiful
crazy.
eyes.
Flat
Ted.
Let me go
Start.
first. I'm homeless. My cock doesn't work. I'm having fun.
How many of those are supposed to be truth?
2 truths and 1 lie. So
only
only one of those is
a
not
li-
true.
Oh jeez.
I don't think you're having fun.
I know for sure your cock doesn't work.
And the homeless thing I have heard whispers through the grapevine.
Yeah.
You
Your,
wanna?
your cock doesn't work. is the lie?
Dude, it's okay. My cock stopped working like 5 years ago.
Well, we don't know yet.
What are your 2 truths and a lie?
He's he's crying.
It's okay.
If
Okay.
you want to talk about.
Oh, watch out, there's a spider on
Yeah,
there.
I almost tipped this table
Don't
over.
tip
But if
that
you,
over.
if you ever want to talk about it, just give me a call, okay?
Was there even a lie in there?
I think it was just more of a
I think it was just
confession
all
than
truth.
anything.
Yeah.
It's real tears in his eyes right now.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Let me. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the first time that something like this has happened with us.
Get some tissue.
Just have some more of this, man. It's low carb.
Hey, you're a monster. You're a monster, man.
Can I pass and someone else can go so I can think of my lies a little bit
Yeah.
and my truth.
2 truths and 1 lie.
Yeah.
Ryan, what is your truth? Just put it out there, you know.
Just speak your truth, man.
Speak your truth. And speak 2 lies after that.
My truth. Okay, just to make it easy.
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna be sitting here for 10 minutes. Okay.
That's
You
fine.
did that so quick.
Yeah, man.
Well, you only have to tell the truth.
I've got one.
Okay.
You've got one. Let's
Yeah.
go.
A liar.
Let's go.
2 truths and a lie. I've been bit by a donkey. I peed on the dog.
Probably not.
The dog?
I've been to China.
I don't know what he would do.
Has he been to China?
No, not that I know of.
So,
so he
not
so
that
I'm
you
gonna
know of.
say
Yes,
your
yes,
lie
no,
is you peed on a dog.
I think you have not peed on a
Wait.
dog.
He said the dog.
He
Wait,
said
wait,
the
wait, wait.
dog. He
Intentionally
did
or
say the dog.
unintentionally? Or is that just up for debate?
Those are my 2 truths and a lie.
Well, if he said the dog, that would imply that the thing he was trying to avoid was saying that he peed on a dog, right? So he
I said
did,
I've
so it's
gotten
like he
bit
did
by a
pee on dog.
donkey. I peed on a dog,
The dog.
and I've been to China.
I think he's been to China.
Have you really?
So you
I think the
I think the dog. I'm
just
gonna
wanna know-
stick
I
with
just
the
wanna know if
dog
you peed
thing.
on a
I'm
dog.
gonna stick with the
That's
dog
kind of
thing.
fucked up.
I don't think you've peed on a dog.
When I was 4 years old, I peed on my childhood dog.
Oh my god.
Favorite puppy?
Was it like an accident? Like he just ran into the way of your piss
I
stream,
think
or were
I
you
was
like?
just being an asshole.
Whoa.
I don't remember the
He
logic
jumped mouth
behind it.
first into a hose.
They make Ted. They make
You all chose
documentaries
for-
for people who start doing this
I've
stuff
never
at a
been
young
bit, well,
childhood.
you guys, I've never been bit by a fucking donkey.
you know what they say about psychopaths, like serial killers, is that they start young
Twisted
by
fucking
abusing animals,
psychopaths.
Ted, and that
Yeah,
actually
that was
kinda-
like the
Yeah.
one thing I ever abused.
Okay.
the one animal I ever abused.
Did you like pee into its mouth, or did you just like pee
No,
on its
I think
back?
I think I was just like a kid. And I
Did
was
it just
like-
get stung
and I
by a
was like, I
jellyfish?
can
Was this?
pee.
Were you actually helping this
I
dog?
think I was just a kid, and I was like, I normally pee not on animals. What happened to animal if I pee on it?
I got.
What
no,
did
I'm not gonna tell
happen?
that story,
Did-
actually.
I think my parents yelled at me, and they were like, "You don't."
So you did this
don't
within
do that.
view
you
of your
don't pee on
parents?
a dog. What?
So you did this with like within view. Were you at like a
Oh, you know
party
what it
or
was?
something?
I think maybe when we first got the dog peed on me because it was so excited, so I was getting it back. Maybe.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
I actually got sent to my room when I was like 4 for grabbing the dog's penis, and that's okay.
So they
Okay,
say-
no,
so
that's
they
one of my
say
truths.
that they start early by abusing
Own it,
animals.
man.
Okay, so
Yes.
Just grab.
I
and
got sent to my
squeeze.
room for grabbing my dog's penis.
So that's a truth. You just said that was a truth.
We don't know that.
You just okay.
My memory is
I'm gonna say
gone
that's
from-
true. You
I
did
have
grab
very,
a
very,
dog.
very short-term memory.
I think we have.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, I'm actually gonna toss that one out right here. I'm gonna get rid of that one because I just gave away the one truth.
I mean, if you want to just think of, if you just want to lie twice, I mean, you know.
Okay. I've used this one before, but
Could you?
I've met George Bush.
Oh.
I have never been to Europe. Oh wait.
are such
dude, I'm
dumb-
fucking up, dude. I can't. I told
Dude,
you I
were
can't.
so
fucking-
good at lying before, and now you.
It's
you're
hard for me
bad
to-
at that thing.
Okay, I've met George Bush.
Okay.
I've never been to China. And my dick doesn't work.
I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't help, right? Because I would know.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's.
I shouldn't do this like the whole podcast.
I shouldn't do this.
I feel like you've
This is a
never
mistake.
been to Europe.
I threw that one away.
You threw that one.
Yeah,
out.
he threw that
So
one out.
you've
Wait,
been
so
to
what are
Europe?
the now? What are the established ones?
But he still no. He
The dog penis.
Right.
I've never been to China.
He's been to Japan, so I
Well,
would.
that's not.
And
Two very different
what's the
places.
last
Well,
one
I
I
know,
said?
but I'm
Something
thinking.
about
I'm thinking
I don't know,
like,
man.
if you have experience going to
Your dick doesn't
Japan,
work. His
Dick doesn't work.
maybe
Yeah.
you were like, maybe I should also go to China because it's close by.
What do you guys think?
Because I've been to China before, and I was like, man, it would be cool to visit other like.
This is two
countries in
truths
that
and one
area.
lie.
Yeah,
Wait, so only one of these is a lie?
that's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not
Wait,
two lies and a
wait,
truth.
wait,
it's
wait.
not? Wait, it's
You-
not.
you-
it's
it's
true.
two
Oh,
truths
fuck.
and a lie. So,
Wait, so
you're-
what are
what are those three?
Wait, so we're trying
Okay,
to find the lie.
I've met George Bush.
Who the fuck cares about that?
Wait, I feel like this is a different one. This is the wait. Did you
You-
mention
I thought
George
you
Okay,
Bush
so
crossed
your
that
dick,
one
your
out.
dick works. Your dick works, is it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Hey,
nice,
congrats,
bro,
man.
nice,
Congrats,
So you've
bro.
never
That
met
was like
George Bush and
5
you've been to
truths and
China?
3 lies.
Are you just trying
So
to
you've
make
been
him
to
feel
China?
bad?
I've been to
You-
China. Well, I've been to the Beijing airport. That counts, right?
No.
Yeah, technically
That's
I am in
international.
China.
That's international.
Yeah, I didn't go and
Yeah.
explore.
But isn't the airport like international space?
I don't think so, because I technically I was in China. Like I looked out the airport window, saw dudes driving their cars, and I was like, "That's a Chinese man.
Can I get a new
I'm in
one?
China."
That's not
You want
how
some more
you would
water?
make that
This is so watered down. I just
realization.
And I have
like
met
it.
George Bush.
You have met George
I have
Bush?
met George Bush.
In what context?
When I was like, this is one of my claims to fame. When I was like 8 or 9,
You winked at me when you said 8.
I don't think I didn't mean to wink. That was kind of.
I think you winked at me when
No,
you said 8.
I was like 8 or 9, and
Why do you feel the need to wink at me?
I
when you
didn't
said
wink
it
at you.
when you were 8 years
I
old?
didn't see anything. I'm not a part of this argument, but I will
I'm-
stand by my
stop.
friend
but
Matt.
basically,
He keeps winking
George
at me.
Bush. I think this was like 2002, 2003. He came to South Carolina. He came to Charleston, my hometown, to give a nice like 3-hour speech on something.
Oh.
And they needed some children to come up and say the pledge like directly to him. Like
So he
Like
came
this
to,
far
he
away?
Came to your
He was the
hometown and he
flag.
was looking for children.
yes, and
to pledge themselves to him.
me. No, essentially, yeah. We just
To
faced each
him.
other and I just said the pledge, and he said the pledge too, and we just stared at each other. And there was like a couple other kids. My sister was one of them.
Oh.
And then I went and stood in the back. They didn't give us chairs. Stood in the back for like 3 hours, and the kid next to me started crying because he was so hungry. And then
He was so hungry.
I thought that I
So you
imagined
brought-
that for
So
a
he
while.
brought starving children.
well, there were the tables. They had so much like food and dessert. And I remember the kid asked,
Jesus.
Dude, you just keep spilling
They say
shit.
your dick doesn't work, man.
Schlatt, you've been the only one who has spilled stuff this entire week.
"You spilled your fucking monster earlier. You spilled 2 monsters now."
Schlatt spilled water all over William Osmond's crotch and made him look like he pissed himself.
That's
And then
And then
he pissed himself.
And then as a result of
Too
having
scared.
this sip for the rest of the podcast, he gave William Osmond swamp ass.
that's a good cover up.
I'm so sorry.
I wish you could go fucking back in time and stop that from happening.
Yeah. Nah.
'Cause that kind of does change my view on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the kid started crying, and then he asked one of the people, like, "Can I have the rest of your leftovers?" You're like, "Shh." And then I thought that I imagined that for a while, and then I went back home and I found a letter from the governor that was like, "Dear Matthew, thank you," like one of like the default ones, thanking me for.
Oh, you thought it was a memory that you had.
I was
met
like, did I
George
dream
Bush?
that? Because it was just such a fantastical dream meeting George Bush.
Like as a kid, saying the Pledge of Allegiance. It's a very American dream.
That is the American dream. Most people.
Well, I know, but it's like if you could think of anything more patriotic to just make up in your mind.
to like say the pledge, like like face to face with George Bush.
Like the president of the United States coming to your hometown when you're a child, bringing you up on stage and saying the Pledge of Allegiance with you. That's an American dream.
The only reason I got this position was because my parents' friends' kids, like my parents' friends they had some kind of connection. Their kids were going to do it, but their
They had
kids
a s-
couldn't do it, so
they
they
had a
called my
scheduling
parents. They're
issue.
like,
Oh.
do you and Samantha want to do it? And I was like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scheduling issues in the news lately.
What is
Ted's
that?
talking about his
Like,
fuck up.
uh-oh.
He scheduled us at the same time as a
Like
certain
the fucking
someone else.
dude that was supposed to go on the Jeff Bezos spaceship and he paid a $28 million for the ticket, and then he couldn't go literally because he had scheduling issues.
What?
That's
He's
how
like,
you know
"Oh,
you're
can't
rich.
make it.
That's.
I have a
I mean, he's
meeting.
probably like a multi-billionaire.
Oh, is
Do you
that the
think
guy
for
that just
him
the
that was
Virgin
just
guy?
like, oops, like he just kind of
Literally,
shrugged it off.
Sorry, I
think
gotta
it
come on
was
the Chuckle
oops.
Sandwich podcast.
I think it was literally oops, and he's like, well, they're probably gonna do these more in the future. I could just go another time.
It's just 28 million.
Just 28 million.
I just saw that the CEO or the founder of Virgin did a little space flight.
He did a
Yeah,
little bit
Richard
of
Branson.
space.
Richard Branson. And
Richard
what's with like these
Branson.
billionaires now? Like
They're all doing
like,
it at
we
the
gotta
same
go to
time.
space.
I didn't even realize that they were all
this
working
shit's
on
not
this.
looking good down here, so I don't know.
They're like, he's like, I went up to space. It was awesome. I came back down.
Did you know that according to MIT, according to Charlie, by the year 2040, it's going to be all societal collapse?
Yeah.
Why?
I heard that 2030, the like mid 2030s, the
Moon.
something's gonna happen.
The
We
to
got the
moon.
moon wobbling.
It's gonna
It's
wobble.
gonna
wobble.
It's gonna devastate the coastal areas for several years. So
Yeah.
go ahead and buy some beachfront property now, and because you can get a good insurance claim on
Or
that.
take Ben Shapiro's advice. Just move.
That's actually better.
Just move like 15 feet up.
Just
Just move your house.
Yeah, it's
15
fine.
feet
New.
up.
Yeah, we'll just get new people
Listen,
to move.
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna stop driving my Hummer just so some pansies on the coast can.
That's a-
Oh, my property is gonna get
That's so
washed away
true.
because the sea levels.
What
no,
is-
move your house a little bit.
What is also, what is one Hummer to the fucking ocean on fire?
Exactly.
You know they lit it up.
Yeah, that was on purpose too.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
magic
yeah.
trick they did.
Yeah,
They
wow.
said, watch this.
let's make the world disappear. Yeah.
They lit the.
It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. That was a crazy magic trick.
I like that.
Chris Angel's back at it again.
Wasn't that David Blaine? Wasn't he like, I'm gonna?
Well, Chris Angel is the guy that's like, I hurt myself because when I feel pain, I know I'm alive.
Wow.
Oh.
And then that's when he like walked on water, and then he like hung himself with hooks from a helicopter.
He levitated over the Luxor.
That's true, and that light is so
Vegas.
bright that it would like disintegrate you. No,
He was
seriously,
he was
that
up there
light
like
is like
Christ.
that light's like
Oh.
1,000 suns.
His arms were straight out. He wasn't doing this.
They'd
His
like
arms were
they'd like
straight
that
out.
here in the
If he
Game
said
Over
he was
studio,
the
yeah.
reincarnation of Christ, a lot of people would believe him because of the. Dude, what if Jesus was just like the David Blaine of back then, or the Chris Angel, and he just fooled everyone?
I'm gonna spend 3 days behind this rock in this tomb. Yes, fuck.
That was the greatest
I'm
escape act
David
in
Blaine.
history.
That's awesome, man. How
Wait,
did
do
you
you, can you do your best impression of David Blaine? I'm gonna do it. I'm David Blaine.
He doesn't talk
I don't
like
know
that.
if he
Isn't he
talks
like,
that.
I'm
He
David
has a
Blaine?
very raspy.
No, it's
yeah.
like I'm David Blaine.
No.
I don't know
He
what it
doesn't
even sounds
talk
like.
What are you
that.
talking
I don't know
about?
what he
I'm
sounds like.
David Blaine. I'm gonna do something real crazy.
David.
I heard
That bit I heard a bit of the intonation. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I heard the kind of like the.
That was a bit Blainular.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm David Blaine.
Oh my God, David Blaine. Yeah,
Is he
just,
here?
It was just Ted, actually.
He doesn't sound like that.
What does
Yeah,
he sound
what
like?
does he sound like, Schlatt?
He
Show
just
us,
doesn't
show us
sound
what he
like
sounds
that.
like.
And that's
no.
another lie from Ted. Scott put
Whoa!
another lie on the
Oh
Ted
my
lie
God,
counter.
freak! We've been
I knew
trolled.
it. I knew that shit.
Dude, you are
Oh my
such a
God.
fucking little troll, man.
I'm a little
knew
bit
that
of a,
shit.
You're a
I'm
little
little bit of a
goblin, man.
Fucking
gobbledygool,
pony
dude.
noobs
Oh my
left and
God.
right over here.
I'm a
Are
little-
we? Do I say bridge
Yes,
above us? Are
little
we under a bridge? Do I have to
gobbledygool.
pay a toll?
Hey, it actually, did you see it says gullible on the ceiling?
Oh,
Oh my God.
fucking A.
No.
I looked.
That was
That's
classic.
so fucked up.
Oldest
Actually,
trick
it
in the
says it on-
book.
It says it on the floor. They got
Guys,
it.
we're
Oh my God.
By the way, your shoes are untied.
Just kidding. You're not even wearing shoes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
oh
dude,
my
that's
God.
like 5 in a row.
Oh my
Oh my God,
goodness.
a
Schlatt is
quintrol?
literally the most gullible guy in the world. This is awesome. What?
I love you, Schlatt.
Is that your sixth? Is
Yeah,
that your
that was-
sixth
that was
troll?
the
That's
sixth one, yeah.
fucked up, man.
No.
That's fucked up. It's all right.
You wanna throw
I'm
one in?
sorry.
You want to throw a troll in? Do a little trolling? We do a little bit of trolling?
Do we do a little bit of trolling?
Do a
We'll
little
throw
bit
a
of
troll
trolling.
under the ring. Troll under the bridge.
trolling.
Hey, it's all trolls under the bridge. Don't worry.
You seem a little overwhelmed.
I'm a bit over.
You seem a little
You
scared.
still haven't said your 2 truths
You
and a
should
lie.
be.
Do you want me to
Most
do that?
people
Do you want me
haven't.
to-
I
Hey.
haven't. I actually haven't. Either.
Hey,
Anyone want?
nightmare. Nightmare.
Wake up.
Wake.
Is this a nightmare?
Wake up.
Hey,
I feel like I'm in a nightmare right
Hey,
now.
You are,
Grump.
dude. Wake up. You've been in a coma for 7 years.
Hey, I'm Grump.
You okay?
Holy shit.
You never worked
think
for
I'm
Game
coming
Grumps.
back.
Hey,
They
wake
hate
up.
you. Hey, wake up.
Hey, wake
You're
up.
in a coma, and this podcast doesn't exist.
Hey, Chuckle fans, before we continue on with the episode,
Hey,
we got to
Chuckle
talk about
fucks.
today's sponsors, the first of which is HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. We're coming up on the fall now, and the fall is a very busy period of time. But HelloFresh recipes save time you'd otherwise spend meal planning, shopping, and chopping, so you can get back to what matters. The fall harvest is officially on with HelloFresh. You can count on seasonal recipes like the pumpkin cinnamon rolls and Friendsgiving ready sides, as well as fresh, high-quality ingredients that travel from the farm to your front door in less than a week. I know from personal experience that using HelloFresh when I was in college and doing YouTube at the same time saved me a lot of time where I probably would have just starved otherwise. I don't think I would have cooked food for myself. I would have just starved. Go to HelloFresh.com/Chuckle14 and use code Chuckle14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. Once again, that's HelloFresh.com/Chuckle14 using the code Chuckle14. Our other sponsor for this episode of Chuckle Sandwich is Babbel. When you're traveling to a destination where you don't know the language, it can be challenging to accomplish even the simplest of tasks. I know this one time that I went to a restaurant in Spain and I could not for the life of me order a nice cold cup of gazpacho, and it broke my heart. Thankfully, there's Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app. Through Babbel's bite-sized lessons, you'll learn new language skills that you can actually use in the real world. From greetings, menus, and directions to gaining a deeper understanding of the culture, Babbel is a travel essential. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language learning experts. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months just for the price of 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use promo code CHUCKLE. That's BABBEL.com using the code CHUCKLE. Thanks so much to our sponsors, and let's get back to the episode.
But they got a beautiful little sign.
We do.
We
And
had that.
Gullibles
We do
written on
like
there.
If
that
you have a
sign.
neon sign,
For our
this is
audio
great.
listeners,
If you have a neon
love you
sign,
to
then you
death.
know a podcast is
It's a
legit.
beautiful neon
And
sign.
that when we start doing our podcast with cameras, we need to get a neon sign.
It's not actually real neon, so.
This LED.
Charlie!
LEDs and acrylic.
It's
Ne-
actually
neon
it's
fucked
real
up the
neon.
camera.
That's
Fucked up the
another lie.
cameras.
It's real neon,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
It's not a
also
lie on the
lie
count.
on the
It's real
environment.
neon, baby.
We
Real
care about the
neon.
environment. We care about the environment. What do you guys think about straws? Plastic straws.
Oh,
I think that the whole thing with paper straws and
He asked about plastic.
well, I hate paper
Who's getting
straws.
there? Yeah.
Plastic straws. I think what a lot of corporations do is they try to make you feel like the blame is on the consumer when
Yeah.
ultimately
Oh, that's exactly what they do.
they're the ones that are producing all the waste, like 99% of it, and they're like, no, but you guys are responsible. So then I got to use a fucking shitty paper straw at Jamba Juice that disintegrates in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's obviously like more paper straws is not good for the environment, but like
Just get yourself like a metal straw and carry it around like.
I
your
got a
wallet,
glass straw.
You know.
I stopped.
Oh,
What I did, I stopped recycling.
You want to hear something interesting about recycling?
Okay. Yes.
Is that you know how there's always a number below with something that's
Yes.
recyclable?
like in the
The
little
only
like,
two
triangle.
the only two types of recyclable things that we have the infrastructure for are the 1 and 2. Everything else is not recyclable.
we sort recyclables where I'm from. We have compost and stuff.
So wait, when they take recyclables
Like if you
away,
recycle something that has like a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6
Then
or
you just
7,
do they throw out the
that-
whole bunch
they
that
just
we
burn
recycle?
that.
Okay.
Because we used to send all of that to China, but then China decided, hey, we don't want to do this anymore, so they gave it back to us, the responsibility, and we don't just don't
They
have
just
the infrastructure for
Dump
it.
it in the ocean. The ocean's so big.
Yeah.
We haven't even explored what like.
98%.
Yeah.
we know
could
more about the
find
surface of
those-
Mars than our own
If
ocean.
we
Just tie
find
some
those
anchors to some
places
garbage,
of which we have not
send it to
explored in the
Mariana
ocean,
Trench.
you know,
The Mariana Trench is 11 kilometers deep at its deepest point. You send
Yeah.
some trash down there, the little creature's gonna eat that shit up.
James Cameron did a
they're
solo
gonna
journey.
they're gonna
there.
nibble on that and they're gonna love it.
I
You
wanna-
don't know what they even
So
eat.
fucked
They
up.
could like it.
Yeah, I just watched a documentary about the Mariana Trench actually.
Do they eat any trash down there?
Little
Well,
Grembly trash
they were like,
eater.
there can't be anything that survives down here because it's too the
There's
pressure.
nothing-
The
yeah,
pressure's
It's very
but
trenchy.
God damn
lo
it.
and behold, there were some fish and some creatures down there, little like isopods that
Yeah.
eat stuff. And I think it said that food is very hard to come by down there. So I think that if we go down there and
We send some down. Also, it's completely dark, so we're not even gonna see it.
you're not gonna see the trash.
You're not-
Yeah.
you're
See
not
no
even gonna see the
evil,
trash.
hear no evil, speak no evil,
Exactly.
no evil, no evil.
If the Mariana Trench is
That's how
filled
the
with
saying
fucking
goes, I
diapers and shit and Coke cans, does that affect my life? No.
I think that it would be really, really cool too if we were to put all the trash in the Marianas Trench, because then we could make a really, really large, big, very massive trash mountain underwater. It would be underwater.
Build it up
trash
enough,
mountain.
and you'll actually get a real mountain.
And the pressure of the water underwater should sort of compress.
I'm getting upset.
It could compress the.
Are you not a fan of this idea?
Trey,
All right,
what's going
Snail
on?
Boy, what do you have to say?
I just want to weigh on this bit, and we probably shouldn't do that.
it's okay.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure
that
the
was a lie.
president's
That
watching.
was-
He's like,
but-
oh shit, I was gonna do that.
But think about
I
it becoming a
know,
tourist
I know.
attraction and then creating a lot of money for maybe
To make more trash.
Recycling.
exactly.
Yeah.
Recycling
what-
back into the economy.
Charlie,
baby.
It's like
We
people
should
when
not.
they like throw
Do
a
not do
coin.
that.
in a
Charlie,
fountain.
what do you suggest
Yeah.
we do?
Throw a
Charles?
water bottle in
You
the
could go
ocean.
throw your trash off the boat, and it's like good luck. You make a wish. Like,
No, that's so fucked.
that's what he said.
That's like a hyper,
And then I said it, and then-
hyper unaware. Like that's like in another hyper unaware fucking society where just everyone litters for fun.
That's what we do
We
now.
do that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
Have you
Yeah.
seen the streets?
Fucked up.
You driven on the LA freeways?
I have.
A lot of garbage.
There is a lot of.
On a lot of
trash.
garbage drivers.
Now I'm just getting sad.
About thinking,
Yeah.
just thinking
Charlie,
about all
what
the
do you
garbage.
suggest we do?
I think he should tell us 2 truths and a lie.
Oh shit. I should do my 2 shirts on line. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Here's my first truth.
Okay.
Truth. I've been bitten by a burro.
What?
A
A
burro?
burro?
Is that a?
Is that
What
a
is
don-
that?
That's a donkey in Spanish.
It's like a horse and a. Yeah, it's a donkey.
Burro just means
El
donkey
burro.
in
It's
It's just a
Spanish.
donkey.
El
El
burro.
burro. Okay. That's
Donkey
my,
is the cross between.
So you got bit by a
No.
donkey.
That's my first one. And then my second one
Hold on.
is gonna be, I got hit by a car.
Okay.
And then my third one is going to be.
I care about the environment.
Flat.
The oldest snail went up to 7 years.
That one.
You think that's
That
a
one,
lie?
yeah,
You think
that
that's
one.
I think that's a lie.
That's a lie.
Why did it take you so long to think of that last one?
I couldn't think of
If
any.
you're the snail man, as everyone says, then you
couldn't
should have
think of
known
any
that
other
That
immediately.
one
ones.
is a
So I was
lie
thinking
because
back to
the
my
oldest snail lived up to 10 years.
Oh, did we got that fact?
Oh, so it is the snail. You did lie about
Because
the
you've been
snail.
spouting snail facts all week.
Well,
It's
if you
like,
just lied about it snail, how do I know what you said earlier wasn't a fucking complete bag of bullshit?
Wait,
Can
but
you promise
that
right
brings
now,
up the
right
fact-
hand to
I had a
God?
really difficult time lying about that snail.
Well, now hold on. Hold on. I lied about being bit by a donkey, but you have been bit by a donkey.
Yeah, so I was a Boy Scout. We went to Philmont. We had a burro that we walked with for miles, and I found out exactly what made the burro like tick. You know what I mean? Because you can't like push a burro.
You grabbed a donkey's
I
car.
just kept like punching it.
Kept kicking
they
its
sent me to
legs
my
out from underneath
You
itself.
seem so
You're just, like,
confident.
pulling its hair out.
I just kept tasing it. You know.
Yeah, I just kept saying it. No, you can't like really make
grabbed
it
a
do shit. You can't like
donkey's
push it. You can't like push a burro. So yeah, you can pinch its ass to make it go forward. But what I found out is it really liked like these yellow flowers. So I would keep like luring it out, and eventually I got a little nibble. It was
okay.
Evan the burro.
Were you just trying to feed it flowers?
Oh, his name was
Trying to feed it flowers,
Evan?
Yeah, Evan. We named it Evan.
I think being bitten by a horse would be like a very traumatic experience.
I got stepped on by a horse.
What? What happened?
Oh,
Why does this
dude,
keep
I didn't know
happening to
Ryan's
you?
mom was
And
in
you also
town.
got hit by a car?
Yeah, I got hit by a car. I was just riding on my bike when I was like 12 or 13, and I was coming around this bend, and there was a car that came out of the side, hit me like, I guess it was like the pedal or the leg, and it was one of those things where I didn't get knocked off my bike. I went like scooting out, basically. So I stayed upright, but I went like whoop, like scooting out like 5 feet, and it like scraped up my leg, but I was okay somehow. Because the guy was like stopping as he was doing it, so it was just like a bonk.
Oh.
You know how when you're a kid, you like can't die?
Yes, you're very malleable.
It was sort of like that, yeah.
You bounce.
I don't think
kind
a kid's ever died.
You're kind of like, yeah, you're like bendy
I
and
don't
like a
think
lot
a
of fluids
child
and
has
stuff.
ever life has been lost.
Yeah, I don't think a kid is ever. Yeah,
No, it's the adrenochrome.
no. It's the adrenochrome. Yeah, we don't have
What
any
is
anymore.
the adrenochrome?
What is it?
Can you believe this guy? Can you honestly believe this guy?
What is the
know what it is.
adrenochrome?
Doesn't know what the adrenochrome is?
All right, Ted, maybe you should sit this conversation out.
Right.
I'm sorry. I was going to talk about adrenochrome, but then I saw the look on your face, and
Was it super disappointing to see that?
yeah. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, man.
I just want to know about the adrenochrome.
Tell him about the adrenochrome.
It's produced in the pineal gland, and it's what politicians eat from, suck out of children to live forever.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't have any. That's
Yeah.
why we had to meet the president.
do you have a sample?
No, not anymore. I mean,
Well, not in me, but
So adrenochrome is only produced by children. That's
the
the
pineal
it's
gland.
pure. Yeah. I learned this from my
From
friend
the
Joe
skulls of
Rogan.
children. Yeah.
Joe Rogan believes this.
And politicians will take
No,
children
they
and
have parties.
kill them and drink the adrenochrome because it makes them. Why do you think Hillary Clinton looks so good for her age?
Why do you
She
think? Why do you
doesn't.
think Joe Biden's face just like got better?
Why do you think he looks so
Right
smooth?
before he started to run.
He looks like a 30-year-old man.
Did you see Joe Biden before this whole election bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
He
seen
looked
Joe
old, but
Biden's
now he
pineal gland?
literally looks like he could have just gotten out of college.
Have you
I
seen
know.
Joe Biden's pineal gland? Have you?
Thing is throbbing.
You
I
think
just-
that
I'm
Joe
just- I'm
Biden
just-
looks like
I
he
just
just
don't know
got
how
out of
much we should
college?
be talking about the current president's situation.
That's actually a good point. You should probably
Yeah.
cut all this out.
Is this what?
I just don't want to be talking about our president like this. I just think it's very disrespectful.
Fuck this, man. Fuck this fucking episode. Jesus Christ. I can't fucking tell. It's impossible.
And then we're gonna get the comments are like, no, I actually really don't like them because I think they're actually fucking lying about everything. I think they're really manipulative. It's called acting, sweetheart. Sorry.
Welcome
have
to the
acting.
show.
We did do improv school.
So,
With Markiplier.
Yeah.
so
What?
really?
And then
Well, I
this is
that
a
at
great
the
story.
Denny's?
We did.
I literally
He's like,
can't believe them.
he was like, you guys need to be funnier.
It,
It was Markiplier.
no, but
Oh,
like the-
UCB.
Yeah.
Where all this SNL people come from. Amy Poehler founded it, I think, or she's one of them. But
Can we all go?
University of
It was a
Upright Citizens Brigade,
Cock and Balls.
upright cock and balls.
Can we all go as a group?
Yeah, we did the whole first course. It was like what, like 10 weeks or
It
something.
was honestly probably
10
some of the
weeks?
least fun I've had.
Yeah, I really
Some of
didn't
the
enjoy
least?
it,
Least fun.
just because we already knew everything.
Yeah.
But what happened was, it was me, Ryan, and Markiplier, and he signed us up because we weren't funny enough, and we
He got
went-
us books on how to be funny.
We did. He
Is
did
this
get,
real?
That's
yeah,
real.
We did get books on how to be funny, and we read them, and now
Clearly
look
didn't
where we are.
fucking work, yeah.
But basically, we went and we did like 3 weeks of the classes, and then realized that in the sign-up process, something went wrong with Ryan, and he wasn't actually in the class.
So I just had to take mine separately.
To a
but
separate
redo,
class.
like the first 2 classes.
So he had to restart the whole thing with random people he didn't know. But I got to continue on with Markiplier, and we got to do an improv show together at UCB.
What's UCB stand for?
The
Besides
University of
Upright
Cock and Balls.
Citizens Brigade.
Upright Citizens. Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's like the improv. There's 2. There's Groundlings and then UCB.
Like the cock and ball.
That's where all the SNL people come from.
Oh.
Sorry, whenever someone says cock and balls, I can't help myself from letting out a little chuckle.
I was big on that back.
You're completely. You're like out here, and someone says cock and balls, and you're
So
It
there's
just
a,
clues my brain in on what I should be paying attention to.
cock and balls.
so there's a certain clip from the Super Mega channel that is still on your guys' front page every time I return to it, and it's a video of you, Ryan,
Yes,
watching a clip from Kangaroo Jack.
a wonderful movie. Have you? We've all
The
seen
live
it, right?
action one? The
yeah,
live action-
Yeah,
Yes,
not
I have.
We've
fuck
all
this
s-
straight
have-
to DVD animated
Have you
one.
seen Kangaroo Jack?
No.
It's
That's
like-
fucked. Have
Why
you
did
seen
you laugh
Kangaroo
at that
Jack?
Denny's joke so hard?
Because it's the
'Cause it's
best
funny.
joke. Do you want to
Do we need to give you that comedy book? Maybe you might need to read through it a little bit.
You might want to read.
That
the
was
comedy
mean.
book.
You want to know what I was
Just
actually
kidding. I was
laughing
lying.
At,
It
though?
was very nice of him. I'd love the comedy
Oh.
book.
Ooh.
I don't want to like. I guess we can break it, but he wasn't actually watching
We
that
said this
clip.
before.
He
I was still looking.
I
at the
wasn't sure
computer
if you were like
screen.
just like really high or something.
I
probably
I was
were.
probably really high, but his friend was airdropping. What is it?
It was picture. It was like King of the. You were just airdropping
was
the
King of the
computer.
Hill porn.
King of the Hill porn, but it was like
It's like of Bobby and Peggy.
it was like
Okay,
Joseph
so
with a
that
huge
sounds
cock and, like,
that's funny. That sounds like something right up Schlatt's alley because
I got
he
it.
has a tendency to send like Among
Bobby.
Us.
But like,
porn.
so
Damn
my
it,
my
Bobby.
laughs will start up again, and that's only because a new image just pops
yeah.
up.
So the laughter actually is real in that video. He's not faking it. And
Oh,
and
it seemed real.
I was very
a
joyous
lot of
during
a
that
lot of
time.
other YouTubers, their editors put that clip. Like Pyrocynical's editor has put that in like 17 Pyrocynical videos, and a lot of other YouTubers have too.
But we haven't gotten a cut, unfortunately, from Pyro.
No,
How does a kangaroo jock theme go? And it's like something about like bounce, bounce, or is it like?
I don't think there was there.
But did you not like that joke?
Kangaroo?
At the same time, did you really not like that? Did you not think it was a good, well-written joke?
I just wanted to know the context behind the clip.
Well, what is the joke for those of us that haven't?
The
heard?
joke is okay.
They're
so
in the Outback.
They're
Okay,
in the
Ryan.
Outback. They're at this like bar, and he's asking if what was it?
He says, "Y'all got a phone?" And she says, "Around near the Dunnies," which is an Australian lingo for bathroom.
bathroom.
And then he says,
Y'all got a Denny's? Because he misinterpreted it, and it's a really good
and
joke.
he's fat, so he loves food, and he's always thinking about food. So
Anyways, yeah.
He's on Blackish now.
what'd you say?
It's a show. Has no one seen it?
Yeah, it's a show. Nice save, buddy. Jesus.
You're looking.
What just happened?
I mean, that's disgusting.
It just came out of your nose, dude.
What happened? What just happened?
Not what I expected.
What just happened? It went
Y'all are
all over
actually
the
gonna make me
thing.
look up Blackish.
Can we Are you okay, man?
Is that
Come on, act
snot
like a
or is that
professional.
What happened?
monster?
Oh yeah, this would have been great earlier too.
Is that snot or is that?
The napkins off the set.
Blow your nose.
Jesus Christ.
Why are you having him do that?
You didn't see what I saw, man.
What happened?
You want to blow your nose again?
So loud. What is
You got a nice sweet taste up in the.
the noises he's making right now? I've never heard
Holy
of it.
shit! Are you okay, Schlatt?
Jesus, man. That is the phlegm pendulum right there. In action.
I still want to figure out what happened.
Just show him this.
What was the inciting incident?
Just show him that.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
can I
good.
see it
Later. Here, I'll
when
show
I'm
you. dude.
older?
It was just that. It's good.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's just like.
It's strange. So, well, I mean, what drives you guys?
A Honda Civic.
Nice.
Money and fame.
Yeah.
What's the, who have you exploited the most in your journey to money and fame?
Our employees for sure.
Yeah.
So, did you take after Markiplier?
We have a cat of nine tails at the office. We haven't used it yet because our editor doesn't live here, but he's moving out soon, and we will be using it.
Oh, good.
But actually, what drives us most, I think, this is gonna sound super cheesy, but I think making people laugh,
Making people smile.
Wow.
putting a smile on someone's face.
The more
know?
you say it, the more disingenuous.
No,
it sounds
for real,
every time.
we enjoy giving people a good chuckle sandwich.
I wake up every morning hoping that someone's smiling to one of our videos at the moment I wake up.
Statistically, probably.
It's like put another couple lies maybe on there. Just
It's
I feel like
potentially.
they're sprinkled in.
You guys ever think about how weird it is that every given second of your life right now, someone is listening to your voice and like has you in mind?
I haven't thought about that, but now I am.
Because like go on your analytics and you can see real-time views per minute. I'm pretty sure that was one of them, dude. There's one of Joseph and
Now they're just
Dale.
showing porn to
Yeah,
each
they're just
other.
showing porn to each other.
Well, it's really nice, well-drawn porn.
If you like that.
And the person deserves credit because it's
What-
really,
what is
really
this
good. It's well
weird,
shaded.
uncomfortable
they added
positivity you're
colors.
bringing in the studio.
It's done with big
I just don't want
crayons.
people to go, "Psh, it's just porn.
Yeah, isn't it terrible?
It's an
No,
art form.
There's porn among us right now.
There's
What did you just say?
there's Among Us porn.
No,
There
I didn't
is.
say that. I didn't say that, man.
It's an Amogus, dude. I did see it. There's a like an old like scholar named Amon Gus.
That's fucking awesome.
There's an old scholar named Amon Gus.
like Amon, and his last name is Gus.
Are you just sifting through Rule 34 right now, Schlatt?
Yeah.
I got some
Boys,
men.
eyes up. And here's the question for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm paying attention,
Start
dude.
thinking of something to say when you
before
say
I
that.
ask the question,
Dude, this one's
I don't
my
know. I mean, it's just so great to have you here today. I mean, and I'm wondering.
Is this the
I
key
mean,
that we need to get the fuck out?
What's your like favorite like
It
Okay.
was so great having you.
early on in your friendship? What's like a moment that you guys had that you're like, oh, we're gonna be friends for like ever?
Well,
Once we started a business together.
I will
Yeah,
say that
there's no leaving them now.
the first time we met was and we've said this before, but the first time we met was, it sounds fake, and this one's not a lie. but I showed up at his apartment, and I had never met him in real life.
Well, before this, we never
never
talked
really
too
talked.
much outside for the fact that he would send me memes of like my grandmother and my stepdad and like porn ads. He would Photoshop them into porn ads.
Huh.
Right back my stepson.
So that's
fucked
how
me,
I
like,
that's
him
how
with
I
his
knew
stepdad.
him because I'd never met him or talked to him before.
And he didn't respond to those, so I was like, oh. So basically, but then what I did was I showed up at their apartment for the first time, and I had only met them over Facebook before. Like the first time we met, I flew out to LA to make videos, and we never actually like met. Only one Skype call, and when I got there, someone let me in, and when I got to the apartment, I guess you guys had, or Daniel had gone down
wasn't
to,
in the apartment.
He
for
went
some
down to go get me.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, and I went in his room. I was like, I'll do a funny gag that when he comes back in and meets me for like the first time, I'm like jerking off to
Porn
like
on his
some
computer.
like disgusting type of like old porn. And so I was like, and then I turned around. Ryan was just standing in the door looking at me, and that was the first time
I was
we
just
ever met.
watching you for a bit. I was like, okay.
That was the first time we ever met. Yeah.
I was watching him like set up the bit too.
Now look at us.
We're-
Wow.
sorry, there's a little tension sometimes.
There is a
We've
little bit
gone a
of
bit without
tension.
kisses, and usually it's.
There's nothing wrong
I feel
with
better.
it.
Are you
A
shocked
little
by
more
two men
energetic.
kissing, Charlie?
There's
Is
nothing
that
wrong
upsetting
with
to
it,
you?
with
Wow.
the two men kissing.
No, I mean, what is it like? Have you run into any sort of turbulence being friends, being in the business, you know, together?
We actually hate each other behind the scenes, but
okay.
you know, for money's sake, we
I
have
don't
to.
think you're gonna
Yeah.
get a real answer.
No,
out of these
yeah,
guys.
I'm sorry. We've really been bullshitting on that. You know, I mean, friendship, balancing. I'm sure you guys know, balancing friendship and business can get tricky sometimes.
It
but
does
like,
get a little bit dicey.
It can
in
get a little- it can get a little
the
dicey.
What's the
zone.
thing you hate most about each other then?
now is this gonna be a bullshit answer? Is the Ryan just says something like super serious?
I don't think you take the business serious enough.
I was gonna say the same thing about you.
Well, okay.
Looks like we'll have to have a little conversation
I
after
think
this.
Thanks for bringing that up, boys. That was awesome.
This is the last time you'll ever see Super Mega.
Just
together.
never upload again.
NASCAR, you did it.
We did.
Been there, done that.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Crashed, I heard.
It did.
Yep.
Clipped by the fucking
Unfortunately.
Black Rifle coffee car. It was an experience for sure. It was that.
Well, for those people who don't know what happened,
We sponsored a NASCAR car, a NASCAR race car.
Because if you say a NASCAR, people get really fucking
Yeah,
pissed
fans
off.
get upset.
Which,
first YouTubers ever to do so.
well, actually, we found out that there was a YouTuber with like 2,000 subs that was really into it, and then his dad died, and he used all the inheritance money on the NASCAR, and people got really mad at him. So we are the first, I guess, YouTubers
To do
to
it.
do it.
The first rich YouTuber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first ones that actually matter.
And that's mentioned on the back of
The back of the
car,
NASCAR,
that
yeah.
You guys aren't
It
that
has-
rich YouTubers.
We got our arms crossed and our backs to each other, and it says the quote, and it says,
I
"Yep."
think I'm just pointing and laughing.
Yeah, you're
with
pointing
my
and
mouth
laughing,
open.
and it says, "Yep, you just got passed." And Ryan McGee and Matt Watson, rich YouTubers.
Well, and they have dash cams like during the race. So there was at one point where someone
The first
actually
crash of the
was
race.
being passed by us.
And well, the first crash of the race, you were right in front, and you can just see Ryan like that, like as they're crashing. And
Is it mine?
it was a great experience. We just kind of came up with this idea, like, because we wanted to do something weird. Like, what if we just got like our logo on a NASCAR? That can never happen. And we put it out on Twitter, and then this guy named Matt hit us up, and he was like, "Hey, I work with like NASCAR. I can make this happen." So we got on a call, and then next thing you know, we had our very own NASCAR, and or our own stock car that was in a NASCAR event. And then we flew to Charlotte or Concord, North Carolina, and
Right.
saw the race. We got to be down in the pit. Incredible stuff. It was really incredible experience. And then it did crash, but it wasn't the driver's fault. He's a great driver, Tommy Lee Martins. But
So how did he crash?
he got it was a big pileup, and he got clipped, and it smacked him into a wall,
Oh, so
and
wasn't
it
his
fucked up
fault.
the car. Yeah, no, it wasn't his fault. It was like the 11th lap from the end, from like 250 of them, and he was going to finish top.
was a-
he
it
was
was
going
a-
to top.
He went
top
up
10.
a lot. He started like
He's
26
20,
or
26 or something, and he
but
went
he
up
made
to,
it all the way to 14. Right?
Yeah, I think it.
And that's
13,
when he crashed.
14?
It was 14.
But
and
he
then
was going to end top
We were going to
10.
be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Because once that crash happened, a lot of people
So he passed
got
a
backed
lot of
up.
people then.
Yeah, no, he did
so
a great
you guys,
job.
So a lot of people may have seen you going like this, and then
I mean, it was on
Ryan-
Fox Sports. on TV. The
Really?
whole race, yeah. And you can see there's like a lot of close-ups of our race. And on Fox Sports, they show the car and like super mega comedy. It's a YouTube show.
They brought a lot
really?
They brought a lot of new eyes to the
A
sport.
lot of social media attention to the sport. Yeah.
Did they actually say that?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
Wait,
The-
that's really
NASCAR
cool.
influencers.
I think my favorite shot is when the tow truck is after we crash, bringing it out, and then on the back it's like, "Yep, you just got passed."
And the camera on Fox literally like zooms into like us on the back, like pretty much. It not like directly on us, but close enough
Just
where you
on
can
the
see the whole
flaming
thing.
wreck.
Yeah. But yeah, that was cool.
Did you get scared for your driver? Did you meet your driver?
Yeah, he was really really cool. He was a really nice guy.
Tommy Joe Martins, which is like the perfect NASCAR driver name.
He was
Tommy Joe
he's
Martins.
a
Tommy
really
Joe
cool guy.
Martins
We've kept in
of
touch
Martins
with him.
Motorsports.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tommy.
Think any
He's
other
not
YouTubers
watching,
are gonna start doing that now?
Post Malone. did a whole
Markiplier, if
thing,
you
didn't he?
fucking get a NASCAR, coming for blood. I will get our 9 tails.
Would you
We're
get
gonna have a
mad if
battle.
we did one for Chuckle Sandwich?
I mean, you guys can do it. Just
We should get as many people as possible, so it's just
Just-
YouTube.
oh my gosh. What if we tried to all do it on one
back into
race?
NASCAR.
What if we tried to all do it on one race? Get a bunch of people in, and then
And like just have it so like nobody recognizes like anything. Like
All
we
these
could- we could-
people
we
in-
could all just do it and like make like fake ads.
Total sensory
well,
overload.
I mean, it's good. It's good marketing, but I remember I saw one comment that was like, "Yeah, I didn't know who these guys were. I just saw their car, and but I came here, and someone was like." Do you like it? And he's like, no. So, I don't think the audience is really
they watch
crossover.
NASCAR. Yeah, it's like
You should have
It was exciting.
prepared for that audience crossover and made like the most like NASCAR audience marketed video. You
Well,
could
we
think.
made NASCAR merch.
Oh.
I bought the hat.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Daddy was.
You look,
I would've
you look
sent you
really
one for
good in the
free.
hat.
I like to support my boys.
I got in
you
trouble
know?
for responding to you.
You did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you used a really bad word in the response.
Well,
What'd
well,
you
then
say?
I
Wait, what'd you
he's,
say?
he's a really bad word on Twitter.
oh, this one.
Yeah. Which I'm telling you not to tweet that so much, but
I don't know. I just
What do you
think
say,
you know
poop?
words were created for a reason to communicate, and I'm just gonna use every damn one of them I can.
I do respect that.
Thank you.
Also, the NASCAR thing the night before, we did a video at Hooters, and then on our way out, we got recognized by a fan, and we got in his car, and he drove us outside of Charlotte to his friend's garage.
Wait, why did you get in this car?
Because
I'm
we
just-
were.
He was cool, dude.
Yeah. Well, first, well, okay. The reason we got in his car is because I wanted
he's
some
still a
more.
stranger,
I wanted
though.
some more cigarettes, and he offered to drive us because we didn't have our rental at the Hooters. It was up at the
We
hotel.
walked to Hooters
and we were
from-
kind of drunk, so we couldn't, drive or anything. So he
You're in
drove us.
Charlotte, you
Then he
walked to
offered us
Hooters.
weed.
One on the line.
Yeah, he was like, do you guys want some weed? And Ryan's face lit up like a child. And he's like, we can go get some weed. And then he drove us to his friend's house like 30 minutes outside of Charlotte at like midnight. And it's just this open garage in the suburbs with a bunch of dudes watching basketball
And porn.
And then yeah, we come in and they just like put on porn and just going through like porn channels. And
They had, like, they had-
we have a video of it. Like we filmed the whole thing.
There were
and
like
then we
30
took him to
different
Hooters
porn
afterwards.
channels.
You
Yeah.
took them back and you went back.
Yeah, when he went to
Hooters?
drop us off, we took the fan to Hooters with us, and we had a couple drinks until
Oh,
they
that's the new
closed.
video.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the fan that.
And,
It
and
all
while we were
such a
in there
good
getting
fucking
drinks,
idea.
OJ
Yeah.
Simpson came on the like clips from the OJ trial came on, and it was just such a fucking surreal night. That's actually one of the best. That whole NASCAR weekend was one of the best like weekends of my life with my good friend Ryan.
OJ's been following me around for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was in the hospital. Well, my mom was in the hospital with me when she was watching the chase go on.
He was born like
Oh.
during that whole.
So
There was a car chase involved in that?
with OJ,
I was pretty. I don't know anything about the OJ thing.
It's 94 before you were born.
Yeah.
Born in 95.
he yelled at his
I was born
wife
in
and her friend, and
1998.
then he got embarrassed and started a chase.
I'm 23.
You're 23.
Yeah.
How old are you?
22, 98 as
You're
well.
gonna hate this one.
21.
Are you fucking seriously
Yeah, I'm
21?
21.
Dude, I thought you were older than me. I actually thought all of you guys were older than me.
No fucking way.
How old
thought
did you think I
older than
was?
you.
I was gonna say 26.
How old are you,
I was gonna
Matt?
say like 25.
Really?
I'm
Matt, are you-
25.
yeah,
He's
I-
27.
I don't. I look
You're
like
27?
I'm looking like
Yeah.
I'm fucking
You're
5
cute.
years old.
You give off
Thanks,
such a
man.
mature vibe though.
Was I not supposed to? Am I supposed to
Another
like
one on the like
fade after
No,
like
Yeah,
the
after
moment,
your
you're
mid
supposed to.
20s? It's done.
the moment you hit 27,
No, you're done. You
You're
start
done.
whittling.
Yeah.
You're like SpongeBob.
you're
and
done.
You
I
should've
did
lo-
have some
you should've
back
lost your
problems
spark
early.
a long
You're done.
time
I will
ago.
say, I will say,
done.
at 25 now is the first time I can't like just eat a bag
you're
of
almost
candy
done.
and not feel like shit.
Just
it's like
not that long.
now if I just eat a bag of candy, I'm like I regret it. I feel like shit.
Yeah. So when did you guys like lose the light? You know, for you.
Oh, good.
23.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming soon. It's already there.
Hey man,
Oh,
you got
so
some
you-
time.
20
You
I
got
got
time.
some
Enjoy
I got
it.
2 more years.
And
How
also,
am I looking?
Look.
Am I husking? Am I husking?
Are you what?
Am I husking?
Is that a sexual term?
No,
Like-
it's just like in terms of my.
Oh, like becoming a husk of like
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
like a snail shell.
Like sort of like
Yeah.
epiphragm.
Epiphragm.
Yeah.
Epiphragm.
Adrenal.
No, you guys all look great.
Combobulate.
Drano.
See, I you know, it's when I was 21. Also, I could just drink like a madman, and now it's
Oh my god, you should see this.
liver. I'm getting a little bit of a tiny little. I'm too skinny to have a beer gut. I'm starting to get a little one, so I haven't been drinking.
Mm.
Wow.
Would you guys rather have unlimited bacon?
I'm
But
gonna stop you there and say yes.
Don't stop
hold
him
on,
there,
well, hold
man.
on, but-
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well,
You're
listen.
on our podcast.
would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more video games?
No.
Or would you rather have games, unlimited games? Yeah, fill me up there. Or would you rather have unlimited games, but no games?
Unlimited games, but no games.
Yeah. I feel like you answered this already.
Dude.
Did we ask you this last
Was it
time?
no more bacon and unlimited games?
Well,
Yeah,
you
so-
said
no, no, no,
unlimited
no,
games
so-
and no more games.
You
Yeah,
answered
so
without
listen.
even knowing what the question was? What was this
Bacon,
thing?
No,
dude.
he was on the podcast.
I can't
already. I feel
This
like
is the
we
third
asked him to.
podcast I've done with this man.
So-
the question's a little different this time. Why don't you try maybe
The
tuning in a
third?
little more?
Oh yeah,
I
no,
did sleep
third.
deprived.
Third. So listen, would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more games, no more video games?
I don't
Or
think I could do that.
Would you rather have games, unlimited games,
Unlimited game. And
Unlimited.
all I could
Any
ever
game you
dream,
want.
but no games?
but no games. Oh,
I'm going with unlimited bacon. Because that's epic bacon.
so I don't get to play games anymore, regardless.
That's a pretty good reasoning. I think that's the best reasoning we've had.
Fucking awesome tagline.
It's awesome sauce.
Because that's epic bacon.
Can we? You guys have Chuckle Sandwich. I think it's time we rebrand our podcast to be the Awesome Sauce Podcast. That's a bad high five. Let's get one more.
Try it again,
They can
try
put
it
in a better sound effect,
Yeah, just add that cartoon punch. That's what we always do.
or don't.
So you're taking
But please
the
do.
unlimited bacon
That's very open
Yes,
of
I'm
you.
taking it. Otherwise, but because you said unlimited games or no games.
Oh my
And no
fucking god.
games.
We didn't.
So it's like
you
we
know
get to
what
have
didn't
all-
ask?
Would you?
We didn't ask what.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Can we not-
God!
let's chill
we
with the
didn't
language.
ask the
Slash.
Grand Charlie
Oh!
question.
Chill with the
Charlie,
language.
take it away.
5 cents.
Yeah.
Well, super mega. We got a little bit of a sandwich going on. We like to sort of build it up throughout the.
really bad.
No, it's good. I was laughing at what he said.
No, are you done?
Hey, this is cute.
Hey.
Okay, but
Have some respect.
Just please.
I'm sorry.
We try to be serious here and just for once, man. Just for fucking once, be real. Like with us. Here.
Here in
Okay.
this place,
I'm sorry.
in this
Thank
whole
you.
Genuinely.
place.
Thank you.
come on.
We are the Chuckle Sandwich. Ted is the butt loaf.
The what?
He's the butt loaf.
Don't
Okay.
touch me.
Like the
Don't touch
butt
me.
end of the
Don't
It's
bread.
touch
like
me.
the ends of the bread, man.
Don't
I
touch
don't
me.
understand.
Don't touch me.
I'm the meat.
Yeah, you are.
Jinx, you owe me another kiss.
Okay.
Podcast.
Why is that funny?
Why?
There's nothing funny.
Two
Why
men
is that
kissing's
funny?
It's so funny,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
funny how you're being so disrespectful. We're trying to ask you a freaking question.
I'm the mayo.
It's disrespectful for two men to show their love for each other.
Two best friends to enjoy each other's company. And
I think
that's,
it's
that's
hot.
a straight
What
way, too.
part of the sandwich do you
no,
want to
listen,
what part of
I
the mayo?
respect it, and I would love to watch you do it again.
You want to kiss?
No.
You want to watch us do it
You
a third
two.
time?
We've kissed
Third
a lot of. We try to kiss as many other YouTubers as we can.
Well, I'm not.
You can watch on video.
I was holding Ryan's hand earlier.
We've kissed Max Mofo, Chad, Too Mad.
Felt like more like I was holding your hand though.
Whoa.
No,
Whoa,
no.
Kiss Markiplier.
And we kissed Jacksepticeye on the lips.
Really?
How was that?
We've kissed a lot of YouTubers on the lips. We
What-
kind of.
What was your favorite?
Yeah. What was your favorite?
Jacob from Off Canny.
He has very
His lips literally like
perfect.
when we kissed, it actually like that was a really soft kiss, and I could have gone for more if it was off camera.
Real
But
talk. It was legitimately that's the best kiss I've ever gotten from a YouTuber.
it did tasted good too. He had like cherry lip gloss on. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No,
you.
so
Jacob.
what part of
You're
the
the meat, mayo.
What about you guys? What part of the sandwich are you? The chocolate
Bun,
sandwich.
meat,
Mayo.
mayo.
I'm not a bun.
He's the
I'm the butt
you're the
pieces of
You're
bread.
the butt bun. The butt
No,
butter.
don't call it a bun.
no, it's
bread.
it's
not a
bread.
bun. It's like
Are
a
you
slice
toasted?
of whole wheat that's the in
Okay,
the loaf.
the
Butter toasted, maybe?
slices of not a bun of a loaf that the end pieces
getting too much into
use
semantics here?
those baba booey.
I'm sorry.
I'm the epic bacon.
Oh.
There.
I,
I
yeah, I
enough.
can see that.
It's a good one.
and I'll be is a tough one.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of pressure here. No lies this time, just truth, okay?
Can there just be a little slice of me on the sandwich?
Yeah, just you.
Yeah, there
Like a little-
can.
Yeah, just a little, like, just tear it off.
Little
Oh,
nick.
like your skin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, okay, so we have a flesh layer.
So
So
not
we had
like
3 meats
so
on
none
the
of-
sandwich.
So not really like the meat. What skin is skin meat?
Yeah.
I guess.
Meat.
Is skin meat?
Is skin
Would
meat?
would a vegetarian
Is
eat the
skin
skin of
meat?
an animal?
No.
I guess
Skin's
not.
not meat.
Would a
Right?
vegetarian eat the skin of a chicken?
No,
No,
but
it's
they
meat.
wouldn't eat any part.
That's the right?
Fine.
Oh wait,
Still
no,
meat.
because eggs are part.
They wouldn't eat. Yeah,
No, because a vegetarian.
they
eats-
wouldn't have anything to do with an animal.
No, that would be
regardless.
vegan. That'd be
Oh,
vegan
okay.
to fully.
Your skin. You want to put your skin on the
Vegetarian's
sandwich.
not like me.
Just wrap it. a
Wrap
little
your
bit.
skin-
Wrap the meat
wrap
in
this-
my skin.
Okay. So you want to be the skin wrap.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You are the foreskin of the chuckle sandwich.
Okay. See, I
Alright.
like that.
There
now.
we go. Not bad.
Excellent. Well, we're just
I have
about
some.
out of time, I feel like, for
I don't think we are.
Wow.
I
Okay. So is there we usually do this thing, and it's a very, very creative, unique thing
Yeah.
where we roll out the red carpet
But
and
we
we
won't
say
do it for
this
you.
camera,
Oh.
this camera, this
Thank you
camera.
guys so much for listening.
Like in
Tell-
Hot Ones?
Tell you, no, actually
What's
not like
We got
anything.
this camera, this camera, this camera. Matt and Ryan, tell everyone what you got going on.
That's actually a very like spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't mess it up.
Well, I'm not gonna mess it up. We have that camera, that one right there. Okay.
That one is.
We have Ryan and I have a YouTube channel called Super Mega, one word, where we make a bunch of different types of videos, and we also have a Patreon that's $5 a month for some fun, goofy stuff. I gotta play.
I just like how like if a new person were to come along, it's just like in case you just want to throw your money at a Patreon.
If you want to just,
have nothing.
no, but we make comedy videos.
How much does a Patreon make a month?
We've only been making a few million recently, but
Oh, that's
yeah.
not bad.
a month? But recently it dipped a little below 3 million. That was kind of a
I'm sorry.
bummer.
Yeah,
sorry
But
about
we
that.
also, find us on Twitter, find us on YouTube. That's what we do, and we got a book and an album in the works.
A book?
hmm
it's one of those things where we always have some sort of project, and it might happen.
These
This
definitely
one's
will happen.
definitely gonna
Both
happen.
of these, yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
So we hope.
Well, we'll
know.
be looking out for them. By the way, what were the names of your childhood stuffed animals?
Slowpoke. It was a sloth. Beanie Baby.
Kenny.
Had a turtle.
Kenny?
Kenny. It was a Build-A-Bear dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank
Awesome.
you so much for joining us on the Chuckle Sandwich Podcast.
Thanks for having
Thanks for having us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Super Mega. Woo!
Nice. Nice.
One more for the camera. One more.
Nice. All
Nice.
three. I made
Wow.
eye contact with all three
Oh,
at
wow.
the same time.
This is
Very
great.
good.
I have to piss.
Nice. Nice. That was a good one. That was 100% a good one.
But now that we're at the end of the rope and everyone's like a little tired,
Uh-huh.
everyone's a little sleepy, right?
little sleepy,
a
little
little sleepy.
sleepy.
You're near the
I'm
end,
a little
right?
foggy.
Maybe
I'm a
running
little-
out of like topics to talk about a little bit, and maybe it's like
Wait,
wearing
you're
on
saying
your
it like you're
mind.
so hopeful. They're just like, yeah, you can go. You can go. Yeah, you're right.
Really excited for this to just not go in a good way
Maybe.
whatsoever.
Never anything.
Welcome back to the Chuckle Sandwich Podcast. Today's a very, 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 very special day because we've
You
got.
can't just do that to people,
That's
Ted.
fucked up.
That's
Ted.
You can't
Title
just do
IX.
that to
Are you
him.
fucking
Did he
serious?
ask for that?
Are you
I
fucking
really
serious?
touched him on the
Hey,
knee.
Schlatt.
God.
It's
You
okay.
touched it. Whoa,
It's okay, Schlatt.
whoa.
Whoa, what are you?
That
Watch
takes him back
out,
to cold
buddy.
ones.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking chat.
You touched me on my thigh.
But we were.
Today is a very special day because we've got Mr. Michael Reeves on the podcast today. He's he's one of the mad scientists of YouTube. He throws up these every now and then, and he looks really, really cool today. He's wearing a beautiful green, leafy green Hawaiian shirt. For our audio listeners, love you to death. But welcome, Michael Reeves to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
I have to say, Michael, it was quite the conundrum asking you to get on the podcast.
Yeah.
We had a Twitter.
Probably the weirdest Twitter
We had
conversation
probably
of all
the
time.
weirdest
happened?
DM conversation. Should I pull that out right now and just?
Yeah,
kinda-
yeah, read it out.
and
It was
just-
like a
keep it
fever
limp?
dream.
It-
It's like we both had a fever dream at the same time.
Yeah, I think I wasn't sure if like every time you responded to me, you were like half asleep or something.
I usually am, yeah.
But basically, I said, hey, in July, we'll be doing a week where we have people come on the Chuckle Sandwich podcast in person in a studio in LA. Dates would be July 12th to the 19th. Any interest in coming on during that period? And you replied with, shit, I didn't see this. How much longer are you around for? And so I replied,
That's okay, fair so far.
I live in LA. I'm just asking if you want to come on for those dates at any point, really. And you said, rip. I'm busy for the next 2 days. Down if you want to do anything in the future, though. And then I replied, I said, yeah, that's no problem. I'm asking about the July 12th to 19th period.
I thought it was like the same. I thought it was like 2 days from then. So I thought it
Yeah.
was the same week.
Yeah, and then you finally replied and you said, I didn't read that shit, lol, I'm out. So it was like, I was having that conversation with you, and I think I sent it to like either Schlatt or Charlie or something, and I was like, am I
going?
am I
You
going
the one
crazy
losing
right
it?
now?
It's like one of
I
those
was-
things where you go in for the high five and both kind of miss, and it's
Yeah.
like just very
Yeah,
uncomfortable all
exactly.
around.
I was being
It was one of the
viciously gaslit by Michael Reeves and without any
Yes.
intention on his part whatsoever.
Yeah, Michael,
Um,
are you like a little bit of like a manipulator?
Sometimes I just be doing that shit. You know what I mean?
Really? Just
Yeah,
like
it's a little bit of
manipulating.
gas-
Sometimes
Gaslighting?
I'm just playing with other people's lives and shit. You know
I
what
like
mean?
playing with people. I see that photo of Ninja with Travis Scott. He's doing
Yeah,
this.
of course. Oh, Ted, I gotta show you this picture of Ninja too. I showed it to them.
Oh, really?
That was sweet. You ever see this?
Is that
I
where-
just
Where's the
realized
one
it's
that's
all
like
on.
Ninja?
I'm gonna get someone
Oh,
in
so
prison.
no, right?
You
That's
gonna play
crazy.
with
What the fuck? It does look
Zoom
like
in a
him.
little bit, and then
Yep,
it's like-
yep. Looks normal.
and
Looks
then it's
normal.
Ninja, right?
That's
And then
totally
it's
Ninja.
It's Ninja, right?
Totally-
Whoa!
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
not Ninja.
That's
What
not
happened?
him.
It all went
That's what he looks
downhill.
like
That's not him.
inside.
That looks
Pretty cool, right?
impossibly
Pretty cool.
real at the
At the
upside
big-
down version.
Yeah. It's pretty
Wow.
badass.
Should we like
Human
explain that
mind
at
is a
all? Or?
beautiful thing.
So no.
Okay.
What's your favorite robot?
Just in, like in the world,
Yeah.
I love Robot Dog. Robot Dog. I have
Boston
one, the Boston
Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Don't you have
dog.
Robot Dog?
I do. I have that.
What does he do?
That thing's
You own
badass.
one?
It walks around and shit. Yeah. Offline TV has one.
Offline, of course. Offline TV's just got their own little robot.
They got the robot
butler.
dog. Yeah, the little robot dog.
Does he just walk around?
If you want him to, yeah. You
Can
make
you
him.
can you have him just like walk around as a dog and
Yeah.
just like walk and go upstairs
Yeah.
and shit, just go
As,
wherever?
as a like in dog mode.
Like you can have them automatically just do
Yeah,
that.
you can map an environment with his software, and he'll just
shit.
like learn a path around a place, and he'll just repeat it. You can do different
Like
paths
a
and
little
stuff.
Mario Kart.
Like a little Mario Kart. Yes, like a little
And then
Mario Kart. He does a little track.
Does he charge himself or will he just?
No, he'll just die. Yeah, he'll just pass out at some
It's
point.
actually much better. I think
Yeah.
it would scare the shit out of me if it charged
a
itself.
Roomba knows how to charge itself,
yeah.
so
It
you'd
does?
think that Boston Dynamics
can,
would
yeah.
figure out how to.
They would. You think they could figure that? You know, they only sold like a couple hundred of the dogs. That was like the most unprofitable thing a company has ever done. Was a fucking robot dog. That shit
Yeah.
made them $0.
Well, who wants it?
Well,
no
the-
one fucking wants
The
it.
NYPD
Clearly
wanted
someone
one
did.
That
until
was
they
true, yeah.
until they realized that the world really did not want the NYPD to have one.
No, they did not. No.
Yeah, robot police officers. Not yet, I'd say.
Not yet.
Not
not
yet.
yet.
Probably not yet.
But I mean, what are the practical uses of the dog? Or is it just doggy?
it's like I don't even think
Is it
they
just
know.
rich people shit?
No, it was meant to be like an industrial thing. You used to like check out like a hazardous like zone, like if there's radiation,
Oh,
you'd like send it with a camera and it would like look at you. And the lures like can climb up stairs and shit, right? Not like wheels.
Right.
But like it was like how many situations where it was like, yeah, fucking radioactive in the factory, get the robot dog on the job, you know.
Radioactive in
seems
the
a little-
offline TV
Yeah.
house again.
Gotta get the robot dog
Got
on.
another
it.
leak.
Like, yeah.
I have seen other Boston Dynamics robots that seem a little bit more suited. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, there's that one that I don't know how it picks stuff up. Maybe it's suction
It's
or
a
something.
suction bot.
It's a suction
That-
bot.
That's you mean the one on two wheels? It looks
Yeah,
like
the
a
one
giraffe.
on two wheels that looks like a velociraptor.
Had
or
sex
something.
with the Segway, right?
Yeah. A little bit of Segway sexy.
Sex in the
time.
Segway, yeah.
Yeah, that one looks like Amazon would just buy like
Yeah.
100,000.
It was almost like
of those.
tailor made
Really,
for
this sounds-
Amazon. That was like
Yeah,
the one
it
that
sounds
actually
suck
makes
robot.
money, but is like significantly less badass. You know, the like amount of
Yeah.
math in Robot Dog. It's like that's super cool, and that's like their dream at Boston Dynamics. But then they're like, make it pick up boxes.
Yeah.
For Amazon. Like, that
Yeah,
shit's sad.
and Do you have the thing? Do you have the extension to it where it's got the arm? Because have you seen those videos?
Oh, I
of,
saw the arm, dude.
Yeah, the arm. It gets it has this extra arm that lets it open doors and stuff.
Third arm.
Third arm.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Put anything you want on that bad boy.
Wait,
Oh,
third arm?
off the dog, off the top of the
Off the
dog.
top of the
Yeah, wait,
dog,
what do you mean
yeah.
third arm on a dog? How many arms does a dog have?
Like fifth arm, I guess it would be. A fifth
Yeah.
arm.
well,
Fifth
that implies that a
arm.
dog just is walking around with 4 arms.
Well,
guess.
snails just have 1 foot.
Snails have 1 foot and 1 lung. Did you know that?
Right.
You know what a snail does when it gets cold, Michael Reeves?
It's just a shrivel.
No.
Dude.
Oh, it's so
Kinda.
much better.
No, you're
It does not
mistaken.
shrivel. It does not shrivel. It retreats into its shell and creates what's called an epiphragm, which is a mucus. Honestly, fuck this.
You said that every single
What's an
time.
epiphragm?
The snail makes like a mucus layer, and then it can stay in its shell for just like 2 to 4 years.
Charlie's
until it
been on
gets
sort
warm.
of a discovery journey this entire week, where he originally kind of came into the podcast claiming,
a very short journey. Where I
claiming-
googled what snails do.
claiming though that at least for one podcast, he claimed that snails fossilize themselves and then could unfossilize themselves,
Turns
Listen,
a rock.
which is
And
going into a rock form.
it
and
only sounds ridiculous when you pose it ridiculously, because it's a fucking snail, right? It can do whatever the hell it wants. I think
Right.
without the context, you can be like, it just fossilizes itself, and then when it's done,
That makes no sense. Fossilization is being encased in rock.
Becoming
if
a
you come
rock.
back
The
from
shell
that
is
shit,
kinda
you
like a rock.
can't, you can't, like, get out.
Well, a fossil is like where the rock fills in
Where the bones were.
the bones were. It's not
Oh,
even
that's even
encased
worse.
in rock.
You
oh,
can't
you're
even
right.
do that
So
shit.
it really
Even
made
more.
no sense. Oh, no,
The bones
why I was having such a-
rematerialized.
That's why I was having such a problem with it the whole time, because you were like, fossil, it was a snail, and now it's a fossil.
yeah.
And
What's your least favorite robot?
come on, Michael, what's your least favorite robot?
favorite robot.
Maybe even from experience.
Um,
What's your least favorite thing a robot has done to you?
What have the robots done to
He's
you?
made robots that, like, half his channel is just
That's
yeah,
robots
true.
torturing him.
that was from a robot dog. Cut my arm a little bit. That
Oh,
one was
shit.
bad when it slipped in the beer.
You have a
And it
biter?
wasn't even the dog. It was like I cut off part of the oxygen tank, or not the oxygen, but like the pressure tank on top of it. And I was like, bolt cutters. This will leave a nice sharp edge for me to
Oh,
grab.
Jesus.
Yeah, I cut off one of the handles because I didn't want a big handle on there. It was like blonk, blonk. I never sanded it down, so it was like little aluminum knives just on the dog.
oh,
Which
Jesus.
in hindsight, yeah, it was a bad
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Have you ever in your life followed an OSHA guideline?
What is that?
I think that answers your question pretty well.
I think that pretty much sums up my question. But okay, so if you had to decide, because you've done a lot of different projects on your channel, a lot of them require you showing about 3 seconds of Raspberry Pi jargon.
Yeah,
Because maybe some people care about that, but most don't.
most don't.
If you had to choose like a dream ridiculous project that you could do, but you don't necessarily have like the funds or like the,
Yeah.
robots.
or the
Not enough
robots
robot
or,
dogs.
or the volume of robots to achieve it, like what would it be?
Yeah, a baby killing drone. And I had
Didn't we do that overseas?
oh they already did that.
Obama.
Obama.
Bumba.
We got to that one.
Joe Biden.
Sorry, man. It's a bummer.
We already got to that
We,
one.
we could still work on it.
You used to work on it. You
Yeah.
give it a try. That was more of an ethical dilemma. You ever do video? You ever play the game where it's like, if you had no ethics, what videos would you make? I'd make a dog
Whoa.
catapult for sure.
A
I
dog
just-
catapult?
Yeah, like if you imagine imagine if like it was okay to have no ethics, right? What videos would you make? It's a thought experiment. Mr. Beast would be killing whales. He'd be like 100 whale kills a day. He'd be like, whoever can kill the most whales gets a
I
Tesla.
killed 100
whales today. Yes, that would be. I mean, not sick now, but like if there were no ethics, that would be badass. Mr. Beast would be like harpooning shit.
In this video, I gave a small country to the person who could make tigers extinct first.
And then I covered it in 3 billion gallons of oil.
Carl shot 3 elephants today. And we gave him $5,000 for it.
Each tusk you can bring back, you get a
just
Tesla.
poaching, just
Yeah, just poaching shit.
He does like mystery boxes and it's just like dead.
Another tusk?
He does.
In my P.O. box, another tusk? God, I love dogs.
I love ivory so much.
A dog and a catapult?
This will be perfect for my ivory chess set.
Oh God.
My ivory play button.
I called Dream. And we sent 100 of his fans to a very dangerous coal mine.
Gold mine. There will not be a follow-up video.
Oh man.
Oh man, the world would be so much funnier if it was so much more wrong.
It would. It really would. God, I love that game. Fuck. Dog catapult.
we teamed up with Dream and mined real blood diamonds. Yeah.
I feel like you have a perfect situation for that to exist too, because you could kind of, your thesis could be, I just fucking hate those little tiny small crust dogs, and I want to launch them somewhere.
The shitty white dogs. You know the
Somewhere?
shitty, like curly white dogs, the tiny, curly white dogs with the black shit in their eyes.
Like the really tiny.
What is that from? Because you can clean that, right? Does anyone have a crust dog in here?
Yeah.
Well,
the
yeah, that's
crust
why they're
dog.
called crust dogs.
Yeast infections.
Why do
in
they all
their
get
eyes.
yeast infections in
Because
their
they're
eyes?
shitty animals that have
that makes
long
sense.
hair and just are awful.
Oh, wow.
You'd be launching those, right? You wouldn't be launching.
I'd be
like,
launching full-size dogs, I think.
Like a golden
I mean, like,
retriever?
yeah.
Like,
Like
you're,
a Saint Bernard?
you're launching,
Look,
you're launching
like,
Bernie's
like,
mountain
we're
dogs?
talking about like the ethics are all out the window, you know.
Are you
And
launching?
so are the dogs now.
Are you launching Champ Biden?
Joe Biden, wake up.
Oh, Biden, wake up.
9/11.
Oh God. Why?
Maybe
I mean,
a cat launcher then.
Cats wouldn't be fun.
Ooh.
They can always land on.
Oh,
their
if
feet.
we're thinking of the non-ethical
But they would
thing,
do so very
how do
fast.
you make it so a cat doesn't always land on its
Oh, I
feet?
guess, yeah.
I already understand how this works. So if you were launching cats,
Yeah.
you need traps. So you need you need spikes,
You're so sure of this too,
And-
like punji sticks, like
punji sticks. Yeah, punji sticks.
Yeah,
You
diarrhea and all.
little piranhas,
Yeah, 'cause
not
they
like
do put
piranha
diarrhea on
plant,
Yeah.
piranha? A
Venus
piranha?
flytrap,
Yeah, right.
For a cat?
Are you talking about like that kitty launcher?
trampolines,
He knows what I'm talking
This
about.
sounds like a
He
fucking
knows what I'm
little
talking
balloon.
Yeah, sometimes you have a little torpedo in the air
Yeah,
with
a little
balloons attached
torpedo
to
in
it.
the
Just see how
Yeah,
far you
yeah.
can get that bad
Yeah,
boy.
how far you
You
can
gotta
get the
launch at a
kid launch.
45. What angle did you
I
launch
was
that
doing
shit at?
I was doing always like maybe a 43, maybe a 40
43.
sometimes.
Okay,
to give me a little
42,
more
45
chance. to-
maybe.
46
yeah,
if you wanna
Yeah,
go
I
high.
think that's the
42,
one. I think
45.
so. We're talking about Kitten Cannon.
You
There's
ever
an
play
old
Kitten
Flash
Cannon?
game.
Yeah. Kitten Cannon in real life would be the name of the video.
Yeah.
It'd be Kitten Cannon in
Kitten
real
Cannon
life.
in
And
real
then,
life.
and then basically, I already have the thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's the kitten being launched into the air,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
With a-
you going,
bright blue sky behind it, and then Michael Reeves, and then a red arrow pointing to the kitten.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also another red arrow
That's done.
pointing
Oh
the
my God.
direction and trajectory it's
Oh
going,
my God.
which is
Yeah.
up
It's-
towards the
oh.
maybe the
106.
sun, the sky, some blue sky.
You know, yes. Could you imagine what Mark Rober would do with that
I
with
was
no
literally
ethics?
about to mention that.
Could you
I was-
imagine? Today we're gonna kill squirrels.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you how we kill squirrels.
What's the fat
Well-
fat one's name?
Think about
Char-
this. It's the whole video. Everything about it is correct. But at the end, when he has that little thing where the nuts are, it's a trap door below a blender.
Jesus.
And then it falls down, and the fucking Mark
I'm
Rober
just
music
picturing-
starts playing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's Mark just like,
I was just picturing.
I got my nephew to try it too.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Maybe an elephant toothpaste but has a little bit of the Rober acid in it, so it's just like
I used elephant
caustic.
toothpaste to kill real elephants.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's good,
Yeah.
right?
I put elephant toothpaste in the stomach of an elephant and made it explode from the inside out.
Yeah.
You know, he recently did that video with the GoPros, one shark versus 50 GoPros.
Yeah.
With
shark.
Noah Schnapp.
One snark. One shark versus one bleeding child.
One shot. He would probably do that. He'd probably
Yeah.
have a little camera set up,
That'd be
little
fun.
sensors.
And
He'd
also
love
the
to.
GoPros
that-
behind him.
Yo, he would love
But
it.
if you could
Yeah.
clickbait
Yeah.
the bleeding child.
Yeah, you know that's
Right.
swimming around in his head for sure. You know he's thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
I
Mark,
think that the
Kid's
Olympics
probably
would
not
be a
gonna
little
be.
bit more impressive if we just like cut a little thing in the foot of every Olympian and then we started putting sharks behind them.
What?
that would make-
Cut a little
Like in the
thing
100-meter
ankle?
swim thing,
Yeah.
Olympic pool. Saltwater pool this
Yeah.
time.
All the swimmers would die.
Put sharks behind them,
They
cut
would
their
just-
foot,
They would all die.
How fast can they get to the other side?
Probably not fast enough.
Probably
They'd die.
not faster than a shark.
Yeah,
Surely
they
not
would-
faster
they
than
would
a
die.
shark.
They would
no.
instantly die.
Well, we'd have to evolve
What will we evolve?
to get faster than the sharks.
Have you seen the?
Maybe
um,
like we'll
but-
get webbed feet.
You were gonna say something, Charlie?
I was gonna say if you see from not like all the people that breed are the ones that don't get killed by sharks. There's a movie it takes place in Florida, of course. It's like the gator one, like the gator horror movie, where the lady's like trapped in a house with a bunch of gators because it's flooding and also there's It's called Crawl. Yeah, Crawl is what it's called. And the whole thing is that she's a swimmer, and their dad's like, you're the apex predator, and she needs to like outswim a gator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she?
Is it a horror movie? Like what?
It's like a horror movie. Yeah, it's like a gator horror movie. So like the whole house is flooded. She's like peering around, and you see like a
How
fucking
did the house
gator
get
slide
flooded?
down the stairs. Huh?
How did the house get flooded?
It's like the fucking storm and
hurricane.
the gators are just waiting, man.
Okay.
The gators are just waiting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Accept.
they were here before us. They're gonna be here long after we're gone. You know.
Do you think Boston Dynamics is working with the government? Do you think they put a gun on that suction cup?
On the little suction cup guy, they
Yeah.
probably put it on the dog. They probably put it on the dog.
Oh, they.
If
must
I were
have.
working there, I would have put it on the dog. I would
I
just
would
taken
really-
one home and put one
Like
on the dog.
literally,
Yeah, for
those
sure.
things could absolutely. I mean, what's their weight limit?
15 kilograms. That's a
How-
lot.
How many pounds is that?
How many
Actually,
guns?
I
how
had
many
this
guns
exact
can you-
conversation
Can you
with.
tell me that in American?
That's Kevin from Backyard Scientist told me he did the math. He said that's a fully loaded M60 with 1,000 rounds of ammunition. He said we could put on it. I don't know why he looked it up.
Well, that's
No.
actually perfect that you say that.
kilograms?
Yeah.
How many pounds is that?
Some like
Just
30
asked
plus.
that same sentence that came out of my mouth.
That's like a fully loaded M16 with 1,000
15
rounds.
kilograms?
Yeah. You gotta say it in the mic.
30.
You're very close.
33 pounds.
You said that
I'm
like
sorry,
you were
that's-
like Siri or
that
something.
Won't, that won't fit an M60 and 1,000 rounds.
That's what
That'll
Kevin.
fit.
Well, he did the
take
math.
that- you-
Backyard
you
science.
take that up with
He's the
Backyard
backyard
Scientist.
scientist.
No,
Take that
I'll
up.
take
in the
that up
backyard.
with him right now.
You take that up with Backyard Scientist.
1,000 rounds of ammo. You can't even find 1,000 rounds of ammo.
I guess,
right
yeah, they
now.
don't
He
got
does
that.
the he does the podcast with William, right?
He does, yeah. That's
Yeah.
I was on it, and I was like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had this exact same like,
Oh.
question, yeah. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, that's good knowledge that I'll never use again, and I just did though.
You could put like spinning blades on it.
You probably could, yeah.
You could. It sounds like he did the math.
He did.
And
you
why-
you can't put an M60 machine gun and 1,000 rounds on a fucking. It's not 30 pounds, bro.
Those things are meant to carry weight. They've got motors. They've got minds.
Electricity in there.
They've got data.
You
They've got
can-
lots of data.
Maybe the one, the one they torture with the hockey stick. Maybe that's the one that they can put an M60
stuff
on.
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that.
That's
what's-
the one's grown
like-
stronger from his pain.
Yes,
right?
that's
Yeah,
the-
that's the-
yeah.
Was that the one that like led? That's the test one that led into the
the full ones.
into the one you have.
Yeah,
now, right?
yeah, those are like the test ones. Dude, I went to that parking lot in Boston where they like beat the shit out of them. It was like, oh my god, horrible things have happened here. I knew
this
it.
is where the robot uprising.
We'll start. Yeah.
That's such a classic joke too to make about Boston Dynamics. I feel like that's such an overdone joke. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, here comes the robot thing, but like, yeah, it is.
But, like,
Let's not
They're the only ones doing that cool shit.
beat around the bush here. Those robots can go a lot faster than
Well-
they're saying.
Haven't you seen the video? Have you
one's like-
seen the video from Boston Dynamics of all those robots dancing?
yeah.
Have you seen? Because there's one that can. There's one robot that can do backflips.
Right, right after they kill.
He's got like a Fortnite
Murder the
dance mode.
entire
Back.
Like a fucking Fortnite dance.
They fucking purge the entire office.
dude.
And then just
There's one that can stand on two legs, and it can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, Atlas.
It's a
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, Atlas, and
It
it can do
can jump.
backflips. So,
Yeah.
Schlatt, put an M60 in that thing's hands with 1,000 rounds.
So
Why
screwed.
is that so hard to believe?
You were talking about the dog.
I'm now talking about something twice as big
I
as the
literally
dog.
just said it could go on that guy.
The dog's fucking big.
That guy
too.
can take it. That guy could hold that gun.
How big is the dog, the robot?
The dog's bigger than you. It's like a golden retriever.
Is it really?
It's not like a. It's not like a halfling dog. It's like a full
A
ass.
halfling dog?
Like it'll
Like
go
that.
up to like your
That's
hips
fun.
and shit. It's way bigger than you think.
Oh, shit.
It's
what's,
terrifying.
What's your what's your main go-to character setup in D&D?
What the fuck was that? We're having a good
Isn't
conversation.
halfling
Pat.
part of that?
Halfling's like a D&D race. I don't know if that
Oh,
was.
I thought,
you might have
he
just.
was making
I
reference
think you might have
to
just
that.
been saying the small dog.
I learned
though.
about D&D like a couple
We
days
did it.
ago.
We
And you're
did
trying
it.
to get it in as
I'm
much
trying
as
to,
you can.
I'm trying to get it in. Well, also because Charlie knows a lot
You ever
about
like
that.
rolling dice while you're like
Sometimes
doing
I
like the robot stuff? You're like
throwing
rolling
yeah.
like dice
Yeah,
for like
sometimes
Dungeons and
I'm-
Dragons.
Yeah,
you ever like
sometimes
play
I'm doing
Dungeons
an
and Dragons?
artificer rogue sometimes in it. Yeah.
Is it true?
So that sounds like something that I
No,
would
that's
hear
real.
from
That's
you.
absolutely real.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
real.
you clearly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why did you give us me so much silence then?
Don't
Have
you
played
have an,
D&D
there's
before?
like an offline
I played
TV
D&D.
Dungeons
Yeah, I
and
played
Dragons.
D&D.
Wait, so you played D&D?
Yeah,
You
right.
made
I
it
think
seem
the
like
more
you've
the
never-
problem was that it was like on the
Sort of a
robot dog, and then it went D&D.
You're right,
You know what I
you're
mean?
right.
But yeah, but the answer is yeah. I played D&D. Do you play D&D?
Once
I for
this week.
Was it fun?
for this, I DM'd them a little like sandwich themed adventure. I have a D&D podcast ordinarily.
Oh.
If you want
You are right though. That was a bit of an ADHD moment on my part, and I'll admit it. And I'll admit it to all the audience members out there. I fucked up.
Michael, what's your political leaning?
and how strongly?
And how strongly are you willing to defend it right now?
To the death. You guys want to rank religions?
How do we challenge
Yes.
You guys want to rank religions?
Catholicism.
it? Oh,
It was okay. It did like some crusade. The crusades kind of failed though. Like
Oh,
we got
yeah,
to
we
admit
sent-
about
we
that.
sent
Yeah,
kids.
got to admit about that. Yeah.
Kids got on a boat,
Yeah.
and then they went to the Holy Land. They just like got on the wrong boat,
Just decimated. Yeah.
and then they got sold into child
Number 2,
slavery.
Islam. It's a very interesting
I'm not
story.
gonna say anything.
So that was kind of your only.
It's
that
a
was
very
just
Yeah,
what
I
you
think
wanted
the
to-
only one I was able to touch was
I
Catholicism.
can only
Okay,
touch
all right.
I can
Catholicism.
only touch.
So
I
we
could have
leave
only
it. We
touched
leave
that.
it there.
I think yeah, we leave it exactly right there.
Yeah, we can
yeah.
pick up
Behind it.
some other point.
You ever consider being an altar boy?
Actually, I almost was.
Really?
Yeah, for real, for real.
Wow.
Yeah, I was raised religious,
Really?
and I'm not anymore.
What
but
religion?
I like Christian or
Which
Catholic.
type?
I honestly
so
understand
Catholic?
if you don't
Which
remember.
one
I
of
had the
those?
same situation. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I
Yeah.
don't fucking know. Yeah, one of those two. And then I was like in the Sunday school, and they're like, "You want to be an altar boy?" I was like, "No."
What does an altar boy even
What
do?
does an altar boy do?
They like
They bring
when
the things.
they bring the stuff. Yeah, like when the priest is like, "Beckon me my
Oh.
smoke chain
Right,
that I
right,
swing."
Give me
course.
the little bread
the
of God.
smoke mace. Yeah, the
The
bread and
incense,
shit.
little bread,
like
bread,
give it
little
out
fun.
to people.
The
yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
the
call it
body,
the body.
the body and the
And
blood.
the blood.
Yeah.
And the blood of
Yeah, that
Jesus
shit
Christ.
was banging, man.
You can just buy.
You can just buy
You
the
can just
wafers.
buy the wafers.
You can just
I
buy
have
the
a
body
Yeah.
of
tub
Christ.
of wafers. Yeah, you could buy the.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the. It's just the wafers.
Oh, does he make? They make it the
It
body of
becomes
Christ.
the body when the priest blesses it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when he says it is.
I ate those things up when I was a kid. they're great.
Very fun. Continue.
No, I was almost an altar boy, and no, I'm not, and
Well,
I
you
never
lucked
was.
out.
Never was. Yeah, were you?
No,
Yeah,
I lucked out.
yeah, we all lucked out.
We had CCD, which you had to go to on Wednesdays. Yeah,
What's
I don't know.
CCD?
You just had to go there to the church every
Oh.
Wednesday after
Oh,
school
right,
to
to get-
learn about.
I've been to that.
And my parents would
to
pick
get
me up.
confirmed.
Yeah.
To learn about what?
But it was like all through school.
Yeah, no,
It
that
sucked.
And
then
you would sometimes see people from school there, and then
no, I went to a different parish, so I didn't know anybody. I was just the odd man out. Everyone
Yeah,
else
wow.
that I
Wow.
went to school with went to this other Catholic
it-
church.
is it public where you're from? Because like, were you from an area that was like mainly Catholic?
Well,
Oh.
no, well, I think it's because my mom was Filipino, and it's like 95% of
it's-
Filipinos
Oh.
are Catholic.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Then you come home, it'd be dark. Like it's just such a waste, such a fucking waste. I'd
Yeah,
come
take
home,
that.
and my mom would just be like, "Hey, honey, what'd you learn about Jesus?"
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
Jesus, something like that.
Right.
I used to go in church, like I'd have to go, but then I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, I need shit." Right at the beginning of of the
And
sermon.
then you would like just kind of.
Yeah, and the bathrooms were outside, so like they were
nice.
outdoor bathrooms. So I would just lie down in the field next to the bathroom for like 45 minutes, and come back, and it's like, "Great shit, thanks, Mom." And then listen to the last
Wow.
10 minutes of the podcast. I was a podcast. It was a Jesus podcast.
Just a fucking Joe Rogan up on the podium.
The CCD podcast.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
So you shirked.
I
your
shirked my religious
duty.
Wow.
Yeah,
I sure
wow.
did. I did.
So
Did anyone
tell me
give you
what
crap
hell's
for it?
like.
My mom. Yeah.
Tell me what hell's gonna be like. What do you think? What do you think that's like?
A green field with some nice clouds. I'm guessing.
Right next to the
some
bathrooms.
bathrooms.
Like
Yeah.
Windows XP,
It was sweet.
bliss.
Yeah, it was blissful.
that
It was actually quite
wallpaper?
nice. Yeah, yeah.
What was your favorite Windows XP wallpaper?
I think that guy got paid like $150,000 for that photo.
Really?
I think the guy who did I think that's the most money that's ever been paid for a single photo is the guy who did the bliss. But the guy who did the one that's the autumn, like the walking
Oh,
through
the autumn one,
one,
yeah.
got paid like $50.
Oof.
Bummer.
Doesn't that suck?
That does
Sucks to
suck.
suck.
How
That
much
does
do you
suck.
think those, like when you boot up Photoshop or Premiere, one of those? how
Oh,
much do you
those
think-
like sample images.
Yeah, the sample
Yeah,
images.
Yeah.
Tara,
like those.
would you look up how much the bliss photographer got paid for? 100,000. Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Jesus.
yeah.
He was just like, those are nice hills.
45 for the autumn one.
$45.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
45 versus $100,000.
I'd
Those
be a
were
little
good
upset.
hills. Those
I'd
were
be a
good
little
hills,
upset.
though,
Yeah,
guys.
my-
I don't know.
My favorite one is the dog. That brown photo.
What?
The dog, the brown dog.
Or the
You said
fish.
the dog, and then you said the brown.
Yeah,
photo.
well, it's like tinted brown, the whole thing,
Oh.
and I think it's called Friend or Buddy.
friend. I think Buddy probably might be it.
I think it's Friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Friend?
There was also the one with the fish.
It's like a caveman's understanding of what a dog is.
Friend.
Friend. I see friend.
Dog.
Isn't it
Brown.
crazy that we manage dogs? How did we figure that out?
Oh, like getting wolves to go to dogs, to turn to dogs?
Like domesticating?
Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? Yeah, that is fucking nuts.
What a complicated
process, right?
and
Yeah.
like you
Yeah,
think
bro.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like you can't imagine that when they first figured that out that like
They
oh
knew
this
what they
thing
were
will
doing.
yeah
We'll be a Pomeranian someday.
yeah, exactly like they didn't have to be like someday this thing will fucking be the size of a football.
So I got a funny fucking story about that.
Charlie.
When I was in, yeah, it's me. Hey, Ted.
I'm excited. That's
I'm
why.
from Vermont, and I was walking around town in like I don't remember where we were. We were traveling somewhere. It was pretty woodsy, and we ran into some nice woman with her really big husky. And I was like, oh, this dog's awesome. I was like petting it. I was like, it's got such like a big head. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And we walked away, and the whole time my girlfriend was like, what the fuck? And I was like, that was an awesome dog. Can I get one of those? And she was like, no, that was a fucking wolf. So it was just like literally this person had like a wolf dog.
Yeah, sometimes
and I didn't
you can-
realize. I
it
just thought it was a
could've-
husky with a big fucking head.
It might have been like a half and half, like a husky.
It was
and
probably a
wolf.
half and half, and also probably not legal as well.
Yeah, it's that. Those are a thing that are pretty common. I feel like, or as common as you'd imagine you can get a wolf to fuck a husky. But
I don't know.
How do you think it originally happened? Like, it was probably like eating food at a campfire, and then wolves were just hungry and came by, right? That's like what it was.
All it took was one.
All it
moment,
took was one-
moment
yeah.
of bravery from one dog.
You ever wonder what like that one time was
Or
in like
one
history?
human.
Because there was definitely one time that shit happened. You know, it's like, where was it? When did?
and the
the first
human was
dog.
just like,
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Jesus.
it comes up to him and it's already like wagging its tail. And its tongue out.
What the hell is this?
Fucking
Well,
Pomeranian.
Here's a question that I feel like would even contextualize this more. You guys think you could take a wolf
yes.
I think I could kill a wolf.
Yeah.
No,
without
wait.
a knife?
Maybe. Oh, maybe not.
One wolf?
There's not a
Maybe.
single situation where
Wolves
I would
travel
not
in
have a
packs.
knife.
I could not deal with a pack of wolves. Not at all.
No, they're fucking scary.
Yeah, a pack would
A pack would
tear. I
fuck
think
you
would tear
up.
anyone apart.
Yeah,
I think
pack
a
would
pack.
fuck you
Yeah,
up.
that would kill
One
someone.
wolf.
But maybe I could deal with one.
I think as soon as it becomes two is
Think about how
Yeah,
scary
when it goes,
think about-
the
okay,
difference between 1 to 2
now-
is gigantic.
Very big.
Now let me contextualize that again. Have you ever run into like an angry dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
like imagine a pit bull coming at you.
Yes.
still a while away from a wolf, but I guess I'd kick it. I don't
But
know.
like that'd be freaky.
yeah,
That would be
Yeah.
freaky.
it would be freaky.
I think you could do it though. I think you could do it.
Yeah, it's close.
Fine.
Some people could do it.
What's poppin', Chuckle Sandwich fans? Would you be interested in winning a custom Tesla Model S Plaid while simultaneously supporting a great cause? Well, thanks to our friends at Omaze, you may have a chance to. The future is here, and you're in the driver's seat, baby. Be among the first to own a Tesla Model S Plaid, the fastest and most advanced production car ever made. With nearly a 400-mile range, you're completely road trip ready. In a hurry? Don't worry, because you've got a 1,020 horsepower electric engine on your side that can go a quarter mile in under 10 seconds. Nothing can stop you now. Not even the government. The charity that Omaze is supporting through this is called Reverb. Reverb partners with musicians, festivals, and venues to green their concerts while engaging fans face-to-face at shows to take environmental and social action. Their work makes a real positive impact on the environment, including the elimination of 3 million plus single-use plastic water bottles at concerts, supporting 2,000 family farmers, elevating the work of 4,000 local and national nonprofits, and eliminating over 180,000 tons of CO2 through their Music Climate Revolution campaign. To potentially win this Tesla Model S Plaid and support a great cause, go to omaze.com/chuckle sandwich. Once again, that's omaze.com/chuckle sandwich. Now let's get back to the episode.
I got a thought. Put this in your pipe and smoke it. We've made dogs into pussies, but cats have stayed the same. Cats still have humans at their every beck and call, like they did back in Egypt. The cats were glorified, and everybody took care of them, and they still do. But dogs used to be wolves.
Well, they used to be.
Dogs used to be wolves, and now they are little tiny chihuahuas that get yeast infections in their eyes and black shit. And if you change their kibble, they need to go to the doctor. They will start shitting.
Well, that's mostly because the kibble that most companies make for dogs are actually not really good for them. Like, they'll kill them earlier.
Well, I mean, we made them into pussies.
Like that happens to a wolf? Yeah, I wonder why that is.
I will say, though, that we went, like, the Egyptians worshipped cats, though. Like, we talk about right now how cats are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
But in their society, that would be like, yo, you're getting killed.
You're going in
for
the
talking
volcano.
about the.
You're going in the play
In
path.
the
Yeah,
volcano at the
yes,
top
the
of the
Egyptian-
pyramid.
Yeah, the volcano. Yeah, the Egyptian
going-
volcano.
yeah,
I
you're
think you're conflating the Mayans
You're
and the
going into the
Egyptians right
Sphinx. We're putting you
You're
in.
going in the volcano of the Sphinx. That's a little kiddie pool.
You're going
at the
into the
top.
magma pit.
now. The royal magma, or the pharaoh's nice magma pit.
In the good
You're
one.
going into the river of Mercury.
What?
Going to the mummy zone.
Wasn't there a pharaoh who drank mercury and then they buried him with rivers of mercury?
Sounds fucking stupid, bro.
Did they have
They're,
mercury back then?
Yeah,
What do you
liquid
That's
mercury.
that's a pretty random one, but hopefully you'll be able to
Pharaoh
get something.
drank mercury. Google that.
Shi Huang drank mercury thinking it would give him eternal life.
Did
Did it?
not. No.
No,
Very
it-
dead.
Did it work?
Shorten the life
How
a
did
lot.
How'd that
where do
go?
you even get mercury from? That's a
I
question for
I
you.
would honest. That doesn't sound stupid. That doesn't sound stupid at all, especially for back then. It's like, have you ever seen like held
Yeah,
mercury?
it's like, what the hell is
It's like
this?
magic. Yeah, it's like a liquid that is metal and moves, and it's heavy as fuck. It's fucking.
How heavy is it? Just really
It is
dense?
way denser than like steel. So if you have a pool of mercury, you can drop a steel cube in it, and it'll float to the top.
Whoa, that's
Holy
cool.
shit.
Fucking insane. Yeah, so I completely understand why it's like, yeah, that gives me eternal life for sure. I would have drank that
Oh
shit if I
yeah,
were long
that
ago.
shit like
I would
looks like fucking
Yeah, it's like what the
something
I
you put in
think
your
that's
pipe to
it.
smoke.
yeah, oh for sure. Yeah,
Put
and
that
that's
in
the
your pipe
eternal
and
life.
smoke it.
But mercury is incredibly toxic.
Insanely,
that'll
yeah.
kill
Can you
you.
even, if you touch it, right? That's still bad.
I think
Like,
you
goes-
die if you
Let's
touch it. I
save
think.
it.
I don't know.
You die
How
if
did
you
this
touch
fucker
it?
get away with drinking it?
I think, right? I don't think he got away with it. If I'm being honest, I'm fairly
This
sure he
isn't
denied
Scooby-Doo,
it.
man. This isn't Scooby-Doo.
Oh, if you touch it, a small amount may pass through your skin, but not usually enough to harm you. It's
Oh.
harmful when you breathe in the vapors.
Oh,
Oh, so you
Okay,
could,
so no vaping.
don't vape
mercury.
mercury.
right.
Put this in my jewel. The
You
emperor
got your
said.
mercury cart with you today? Could I
Pharaoh's
bump that?
jewel.
Pharaoh's jewel.
Yo, this is 60 merc.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
I don't know
pause
if, like-
this. If you guys want to watch the rest of that episode, then it is the Michael Reeves Unethical Video Ideas episode of the Chuckle Sandwich Podcast, aka episode 31. I am going to sign off here. I finished my drawing. I couldn't keep going for another 50 minutes because I don't know what else to do with it. I'm not going to be doing shading or anything on this one because I'm not in the mood, to be quite frank. Anyway, I hope you all have good days, afternoons, nights, whatever it is for you. I'll see you next time. Peace out.